Hello and welcome back to another day of Online Demo Week. We've got another round of some unique and amazing companies for you to see, and we really hope you enjoy their presentations.
If you are an investor, remember that our investor relations team is here, ready to take any questions, comments, or requests you may have about our startups.
And if you wish to connect with any of the companies presenting, simply fill out the investor outreach form located on the bottom right of the Online Demo Week stream webpage. Our team will get in touch with you on the next steps to make an introduction with the founder.
We're ready to facilitate introductions and one-on-one meetings with our startups so that you can learn more about their company, their strategy, their vision, and ultimately evaluate them for potential investment.
Remember that you can refer to the event schedule for guidance on the timing of specific industries, as well as relevant details for each company today. We hope you enjoyed today's presentations. Cheers.
I'm Filippo Banzato, and from Italy, and the co-founder and CEO of Unfia. And we raised 100,000 in the first round, and we just launched our second round of 100,000. We are building a B2B platform to directly connect wine producer and buyers with an automated and digital supply chain. The program at Newchip goes into the main areas that you need to develop yourself, and it was really like a self-development program that when you're ready, then you start also to getting results on your fundraise and your other aspect of the startup. So it was really like a self-development beside this business development of your startup. Newchip really help a founder to understand the process and the main steps and the same focusing on what you really need at your stage. Each stage, each startup has different needs and different priorities. Another thing is Newchip really allowed a founder to truly understand and focus on those areas. The challenges that we faced before joining Newchip were really to understand who are the right investor for us at our stage and how to approach the investor. What we really learned at Newchip during the program is how to select them, how to vet them, how the best way to approach them, and after the first, second touch, and how to engage them and then really finalize and close the deal. We got this huge network that is around Newchip, especially for an early stage founder when you are moving your first steps, that you need maybe people that know more than you, that are well connected and more connected than you to help some doors and show you the path.
I'm Kabir Bihari, founder of Ubiquity AI. Ubiquity AI has built the first AI predictive technology that can predict a payment that is about to be missed by a consumer. And we arrange payment arrangement agreements with consumers through an integrated blockchain. And we have raised $100,000 today. Newchip has helped us define our vision and long-term goals using markers that successful entrepreneurs have used. AI and blockchain together addresses many of the elemental issues with debt collection. So we have found a way to incorporate that technology on the back end, develop a front end that engages with the consumer and provide an end-to-end solution from problem detection all the way through to debt enforcement. Newchip has given me as a founder the confidence to go out and reach collaborators, potential customers, and investors from across the world by helping me put together a compelling investor and business proposition.
Hi, I'm Javier Amosurrutia, founder of Masmobi. We already raised $200,000 in our angel round. We have our open round of pre-seed, and we already have 100,000 committed. We are a platform of vehicle as a service where companies can rent from cars to trucks through the app and pay by use or subscription. What I enjoy most was all the activities. You go to the Newchip platform and you see every day something new or someone you can talk to. Even it was like you just want to go and talk, or you have a really good question, and there was always someone there in all the activities. It was like, okay, I need all this information. Even I have it, but it was like a mess. and just put it in folders and structure that help us a lot, because with that then we can start talking to other people, and when they ask something, it was really easy just to take it and here it is. So it was really good. It was one of the things I really love about that data room. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to learn a lot, it's a really good opportunity, but it's on your side, not in Newchip side. They put everything there. So it's your choice to go and take that.
My name is Veronica Crisafulli, CEO and founder of Mo Technologies, a B2B company in the SaaS credit tech as a service space. We have raised pre-seed up more than $5 million, and now we are looking for raising our Series A. Mo Technologies is a B2B SaaS company that offers a credit tech as a service solution covering the end-to-end credit lifecycle management. We enable our clients to offer any type of credit products to their user. Our technology is proprietary, is patented, and our core product is extremely flexible. We stay very close to our clients, and we are actually looking to have a success or to provide something successful for them. I wanted to do something using technology in the credit space. When I landed in Colombia 8 years ago, after a lot of years in working in many different spaces around the world, and I wanted to do my own business. The reason why I started the Newchip was because, number one, I wanted to get in contact with many new potential investors, and second, I wanted to learn how to raise a Series A that is more institutional. My biggest challenge was to find the time and to be connected and always present, and I did it. So I have to say that this was the biggest challenge I had, and today I can say that I've been able to manage more things at the time, and also, happy to have, achieved it. You really learn how to do an institutional round. You really get in contact with the major VCs and investors in the world, and you find amazing people in the Newchip that are like mentors and people that are learning with you, but especially, explain to you and helping you in this journey. So I'm extremely happy to have joined the program. The Newchip team helped me a lot during this journey so far.
Up next is our AdTech industry blog. We're happy to introduce some of the companies in our program who use various tools and software to reach audiences while delivering and measuring digital ad campaigns around the world. Enjoy.
This is Michael Thompson, CEO of eFirm Services Incorporated. You are about to experience something you have never seen or heard before. A brand new marketing channel that will totally transform e-commerce. You will have the opportunity to read each slide, and then I will add commentary. To be clear, our mission is to provide a transformative channel that enables every seller, big and small, across all industries, to reach customers in a brand new way. E-commerce is encountering the same problem every day. It's big data. Big data is imprecise and results in wasted marketing dollars. eFirm's obvious solution is small data, which allows marketers and customers to get to know each other in unprecedented ways. Our patented software enables marketers and customers to take full advantage of AI that is both supervised and transparent. The platform brings three essential elements to the field of artificial intelligence: a trusted data source, a uniform software agent, and a reputation currency. eFirm's business will grow rapidly because we provide customers with the opportunity to obtain state-of-the-art avatars free of charge. Strong customer satisfaction and marketing success creates a win-win for both customer and marketer. Global B2C to B marketing is huge. B2C marketing alone is $810 billion. Because of the real small data connections created by VRM, we forecast within 3 years, marketers will allocate 16% of their B2C spend to VRM channel, representing a $130 billion global market opportunity. Unlike current marketing platforms that operate in data silos, we deliver an ironclad, secure environment based on true interconnectivity. eFirm has taken the time to truly understand our business. We have a practical, achievable plan. We will capitalize on the many opportunities presented by this brand new channel. Our fully developed go-to-market strategy is based on potential first movers and the use of the K factor to create the demand for the channel. eFirm's team, which is made up of senior, experienced individuals, is ready to bring to life our intellectual property by launching VRM channel. Our milestones and use of funds are clearly supported by our business plan and financials, as well as eFirm's tech team's continued development of VRM channel. VRM channel gives marketers brand new tools that enable them to know their customers in entirely new ways. We invite you to join us in our journey to significantly transform e-commerce. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Daniel Farb. I'm the CEO of Flower Turbines. We make innovative small wind turbines, and we've now raised $11 million. Newchip has certainly helped me get my documents together, my data room, and the educational resources at Newchip were very good. I've improved my pitch deck. I've learned more about preparing documents for a data room, and it's been a good educational experience. It's not just passive. You really should make sure that you've got adequate time for it. Even though it's described as a funding accelerator, there really was a lot of educational material about marketing. There are a lot of educational modules, and at the same time, you want to spend time on improving your pitch deck and getting your one-pager and this piece of information, that piece of information. I think you should join because it's going to help educate you about capital and about your business.
Hi there, my name is Florin Murariu, you can call me FM, and I am based in sunny Austin, Texas. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is Fair Ads App's intro video. A video that you'll remember for all the right reasons. But before we dive straight in and talk about this once in a generation opportunity, I want us to take a few seconds and go through 3 Kahoot style questions. Feel free to respond mentally as we go through, and in case you want it, I'm happy to share the link afterwards for you to go through the entire questionnaire. So without further ado, let's do this. First, when it comes to risk reward tolerance, where do your priorities land? Secondly, how important is it for you to have industry insights into tectonic shifts that happen in massive markets? Does that influence in any way your decisions? Take your time, make the mental note. And lastly, how do you think you rank amongst your peers when it comes to spotting massive opportunities? Brilliant. Okay. I wanted to begin like this because in all my years of presenting to C-level audiences and or in sales pitches, interaction is very important. And since this is a recorded piece, the closest way to provoke you to interact is this. Now, let's get into this once in a generation opportunity. It sounds big? Well, that's because it is. 2024 is coming with a breaking point for digital advertising. What breaking point, you may ask? Well, look no further than Google removing cookies next year. The ad blocker consumption spreading to over 27% of Americans. And last but not least, the bots plaguing my beloved industry. This is a unique opportunity for a new competitor to come into the market. And why should me and my team be those people? Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have been in digital advertising for over 12 years now. I have run performance marketing for the last 2 US presidential campaigns. I have led the digital advertising efforts for from client or agency side for numerous brands, amongst them being Capital One, Amex, UGG, Disney Plus, where we launched it across North America and Europe, Payjoy, Sonos, Universal Studios Hollywood, Zynga, and since we're mentioning gaming, I've also led my team, alongside with my team, 2 of the largest grossing mobile games from Machine Zone, Game of War, and Mobile Strike. And today, I am happy to introduce to you Fair Ads App, a company that I co-founded alongside 3 of the most exceptional professionals that I have ever had the privilege to work with. Mabel, our CFO, comes from Double Verify, and as you may know, Double Verify is in the business of blocking bots for advertisers. So they're making hundreds of millions of dollars from something that shouldn't exist in this industry. Brent, my CTO, comes with 32 years of experience in programming, and he has built digital advertising tools before. He has built Bushaka alongside Eric, his partner back then, and Bushaka was acquired by Sprinkler. That's when we met. We're practically putting the gang back together. And of course we have Pablo, who is so talented. I've worked with him at Payjoy, and he is just a powerhouse when it comes to design. I mean, you've seen this and everything that we have on our website, on our presentations, as well as on community management. Now, our startup is addressing a massive $250 billion market in US alone. And we have a serviceable, addressable market of over $34 billion made out of highly affluent yet hard to reach seasoned crypto heads like yours truly. We are solving two grave problems that digital advertising is facing right here, right now. Accurate sales attribution and reporting. And the beauty of it is that we're doing it while giving customers full control over their ad consumption and 51% of all the media spend on them back. We have a tremendously strong founding and advisory team. We have our patent pending and a couple of agencies already lined up to be part of our beta testing. I mean, we've spoken with people in the industry and the interest is massive. We've done our own market research as well, and the numbers are humbling. Everybody wants a tool that can compete with the big dogs. Everybody wants a tool that could provide better targeting, better reporting. And I know this firsthand because selfishly I'm building this to myself. And I'm building this to my own needs and what I would want to see in the industry right now. We're currently looking to raise a $3 million pre-seed round, and we've already seen some interest in the market from 2 angel investors and potentially another VC fund. Ultimately, it's about partnerships. We're looking for ambitious people like ourselves that want to team up and monetize the great breaking point irreversibly happening and changing the landscape in digital advertising in the following 12 to 18 months. And we can do this fairly. We can do this in a way that everybody gets to benefit. Thank you for your time. I'm really excited to take in this all the way. My team and I are fully dedicated and we're going to make it happen. Hope to hear back from you. This is not a solicitation. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Aaron Enton. I'm CEO and co-founder of Inside Optics, and I'm happy to be here today. There are hundreds of reasons why you should join Newchip. Newchip has provided a lot of different resources to us in order to help ensure that we're successful with our seed round. I can say confidently that Newchip has helped us. They've connected us with platforms that have introduced us to investors.
The next best thing to knowing something is knowing where to find it. My name is Karan Babandi. I am the founder and CEO of Optimal Access, and this is our story. The idea for our product came out of our experience in the IT industry. We recognize that users are generally frustrated with information overflow, and everybody wants to access information exactly the way they work. So we created a new user interface to make this possible. And this is a huge productivity boost, as we know and reports tell us that users waste 20% of their time just looking for information. We also recognize that there were a group of users like content marketers, journalists, publishers, small and medium businesses who had a need to share content with their community, and there are a group of people that are always looking for trusted sources of information. So we created our curation and publishing tools to satisfy this marketplace. We know that 60% of people do not trust mainstream media, and we believe that our products are well positioned for a decentralized and semantic Web 3.0 marketplace. Let's take a look and see how all of this works. We first released our browser application back in 2002 as a Windows product. And given that we had limited resources, we had considerable success. We had over 500,000 downloads of our product. We were featured in Laptop Magazine as an extreme Windows makeover. We had an OEM deal with Toshiba. We had a major corporate customer, First Assist, a division of Sun and Alliance, where 100% of the people in this division were using our product for 7 years. We also had recognition and multiple meetings with Factiva, a Dow Jones and Reuters company at the highest levels, and multiple negotiations with SanDisk to bundle our product with 2 billion USB sticks. Our deals fell through because of lack of resources at the time, and we just ran out of money, but the feedback that we have received from our users gives us the confidence that what we are offering is a breakthrough and revolutionary solution. And in today's market, with the Chromium platform, we believe that we can make this scale. Let's take a look and see why we think that. People use the browser to create access to their information. We know that users on average open up 40 different websites every day and switch between them every 3 minutes. Now, too many open tabs in the browser are confusing. They're disorganized, and they also slow down the computer. And we can see that all browsers today have a limited real estate to open up so many tabs. Whether you're doing this horizontally, here in case of Chrome, or vertically in case of Edge, where they also provide the captions so that you can easily recognize it, but they're still disorganized and there's a limited real estate to manage your tabs. We have created a new multi-tab solution where users can organize access to information logically. Every time you change a group, you have a new set of destinations that you have organized. You can open up new temporary tabs down below. And this is actually how we also monetize it, by serving ads on these temporary pages. You can close the tabs without deleting them. This is a new approach to how users can access and curate access to information in their browsers. There are 3 important takeaways from this comparison chart. Number 1, all major browsers use the Chromium platform. Number 2, Brave has over 50 million users in 5 short years. And number 3 is that we differentiate ourselves from everybody else in the marketplace through our multi-tab solution. Curator and KBucket are our curation and publishing solutions. We have released these products, have early adapters, Syracuse University Cybersecurity Group, Multiverse and International Advisory Group, Arts for Hope, a digital agency and plan sponsor consultant, retirement plan services. These are some of our early adopters, and we are growing our marketplace. Let's take a look and see how we differentiate ourselves. Curator is designed to help marketers and researchers add value to what they save, like their description, publisher, author, content tags. All of this information makes it easier for users to filter and find information inside of the curator, but also when publishing, they can share the content, including their commentary, letting people know why they are sharing this information, whether it's content in the Content Hub or embeds like this YouTube embed, where users can view the YouTube on the user's page, but also look at the comments generated from the user. Let's contrast that to one of the leading solutions, Elf site, where they just pass content from the source to the destination. This RSS was generated from our website. They allow you to customize the look and feel of it, but all of this commentary comes from the source. And this is the major differentiation between our tool and some of the leading solutions in the marketplace right now. In this chart, you can see how we compete against our closest competitors in the curation space. The first three products are publishing tools, and we have a clear differentiation. They have over 1 million subscribers. We believe we can match that in a short time. The compounded annual growth rate for content curation is in double digits and is projected to reach $18 billion by 2027. Our products are well positioned to be a leader in this space. To get early adopters, we have published our solutions on AppSumo Marketplace. We are also investing in SEO and like to raise the money so that we can invest in pay-per-click and create a community and get ready for when we launch our K-browser solution. The total accessible market for Chromium browsers is over 4 billion units. We are basing our projection on what Brave has been able to do and project to do over 60 million monthly users by end of year 5 and over 1 million subscriptions for our curation tools, which will generate in excess of $500 million in revenue. I have a master's degree in computer engineering, started my career in software development, switched to sales and marketing. I was a leader in multiple startup companies where I have generated millions of dollars in sales and grown each one of my respective companies. My advisors are Stefan Ritzi, who is my original partner, Didier Siambra with a background in banking and entrepreneurship, and a team of developers that have been with me for over 5 years. I want to thank you for your time and for your interest in our company. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and answering any questions you may have about our product and our strategy. Looking forward to hearing from you.
My name is David Chon, and I'm the co-founder of GI Track.
My name is Tamar Feldman. I am the Director of Nutrition Operations here at GI Track. Our company has currently already raised $800,000. Our company brings nutritional counseling to a virtual platform, so it's easily accessible to all patients with GI disease, IBD, IBS.
Best milestone is all the testimonials we're getting back from patients, is that we were able to transfer their life, how we actually gave them hope, not just from the regular care, from the medicine. Actually, they have access to care on a day-to-day basis if they need, and our growth that we're doubling our patients every other month. The famous quote that you learn after you join Newchip is you don't know what you don't know. Then after going through all of the resources that Newchip provides you, you realize you don't know a lot of important information, and they have access to a lot of it, and it really helps you to grow your startup. The most important thing Newchip brought us is two things. Is A, the mentors, and taught me how to focus on the right direction.
Hi, my name is Noah Gadot, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of the 5 Stars. For most of my career, I was in high-level marketing positions for large international brands such as Coca-Cola, L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, and that's why I know to say with certainty that cosmetics marketing professionals are spending a lot of money on marketing content, about $275 million. And marketing content is super time-consuming. However, ad conversion rates are only 3%. And the reason for that is mainly because people lack trust in online content. 30% of reviews today are fake. You can't trust them. 45% of influencer profiles are fake. And even the ones that are real, I mean, are you really going to trust someone that you know was paid by a brand to tell you what the brand wants them to say? And so our solution is a platform that enables real people, these are people that are just like you and me, they are not influencers, to create high quality, 100% authentic and honest video testimonials that can boost conversion rates by 30%. I want to show you an example of a video that we did with one of our customers.
This is the Cosmocap from Romelia Hair, and it's a daily hair serum. And I've only actually gotten the chance to use it twice, but it's made this huge difference. My hair is so much smoother, and I'm actually out here in the rain, and it's not frizzing up on me. It's doing amazing, and it's really easy to use. Actually really thrilled with it. I can't wait to use it more and let you know how that goes.
So basically, we are connecting brands looking for authentic content that can boost their conversion rates with real people that receive products and services in return for their 100% honest, homemade content. And so there's an onboarding process. The creator basically answers a questionnaire, what they're interested in, and we actually match the brand and their product with the relevant creator. They receive their product, and then they go ahead and create their content. And then that content is not uploaded by the creator to social media. It's actually sent back to the brand so that the brand can use it, because we don't want real people turning into influencers. And one of the main issues that we have when regular people are creating content is that they don't know how to film themselves, definitely not as well as an influencer. And so basically, we're assisting them in creating the best high quality content possible with minimum iterations. And so when someone wants to film themselves, we are assisting them. For example, they open their camera and it's going to tell them lighting is too dark, you're too close to the camera, you said the brand name wrong, you're not smiling enough. And then that assistance is going to help create a better video with minimum iterations. So our market, this is content spend in the US. It's a $15 billion market for e-retailers. We are looking at the health and wellness sector, specifically into cosmetics, for two reasons. First of all, I come from cosmetics. I am the buyer persona, so I know them really well. And second of all, their cost of good is not very high, so that they can send products at a mass scale. Traction. So we work in the US, UK, and Israel. We have 40 paying brands, some very well known. We have a community of 20,000 creators, and we have proven that we can boost conversion by 30% for our customers. Our business model is we're a B2B SaaS, and it's kind of pay per video. So you can either pay as you go, which is more expensive, or you can decide to save costs and have a yearly subscription and then extra features and perks. Our go-to-market. So our buyer persona is what I used to be, a marketing manager, social media managers, performance managers. Our penetration strategy is basically creating demand through social media and, of course, creating inbound inquiries. We are going to create a lot of content. We're a content creation company to bring those leads in. And finally, partnerships. We want to connect to sites that have review platforms such as Shopify and Wix. And we want to connect to ad agencies that have access to our buyer persona. Competition. So we have competition, obviously. However, we are the only company that is doing 100% authentic content. All the other companies are actually either telling people what to say or scripting them. And we are, of course, extremely affordable. And like I said, we're assisting people in filming themselves. So we have wonderful quality assurance. Financials, we are projecting about $1 million accumulated income by Q4. And that money is kind of spread out mostly into marketing. We are a marketing tech company. And then 21% into R&D and another 20% into operations. The team is me. I'm the CEO and co-founder. We have Oded Korichoner, who has over 25 years of entrepreneurial experience in various sectors. And we have Zara Aviani, who is our community manager. Thank you so much. Let's create trust.
Hi, my name is Andrew Fox. I'm the founder and CEO of Evaluate. Evaluate is the creator of VivaSpot, which is a cloud marketing service that automates marketing for merchants and improves their revenue. And we've currently raised $750,000. Newchip was really instrumental in getting us prepared. They helped us with our investment pitch, educating us on how to properly structure our term sheets. I feel a lot more confident in our fundraising efforts because of Newchip Accelerator and all the people that were involved in helping us get prepared for our fundraising efforts. So that is a really big milestone for our company. Customers love VivaSpot and Evaluate because we solve a problem that they've not been able to solve. We help merchants engage with their customers and increase their loyalty. And we do this at a very affordable price. We got a lot out of the Newchip Accelerator. Like anything, you get what you put in. And, I was very focused on, going through all the materials, going to all the meetings, and I was very focused on getting our company prepared for fundraising efforts, and I got exactly that out of it. So I think it's definitely well worth it. It's well worth the investment, and it's well worth the time, and you should consider joining the Newchip Accelerator.
My name is Aaron Dix. I'm the founder of BetterData.io, and currently we have raised $230,000 in a friends and family round. Better Data is a data operations platform that treats batch data like a first-class problem, and we deal with it as a first-class solution. We help companies to reduce the amount of friction that goes into the data onboarding process. We've currently grown the company 350% in revenue in 2022. Newchip was instrumental in helping us get to that point. We did a friends and family round earlier in the beginning of 2022, and Newchip put the pieces in place to help us do that. The changes that I saw in myself and changes that were brought to Better Data from going through the Newchip Accelerator program were, the number one was confidence. So the ability to practice and execute our pitch from both a sales standpoint and an investment standpoint really came home through the Accelerator program. Being able to practice, being able to get feedback really made a big difference in how we present the company. Building a pitch deck, doing the pitch, and understanding the process that it takes in order to reach out to the right people and start the funding process. It is an absolute fantastic tool to accelerate the growth and the direction of your organization. From the centralized guided materials that are presented, I absolutely think that this gets you thinking the right way, getting feedback, and really catapulting the progress for your organization.
Hello, I'm Sergey. And here with me is Raghu. We're co-founders of Video, a sponsored product discovery platform for online marketplaces. When you go shopping, say to a grocery store, you don't really look at the products located on the lowest shelf. In fact, you walk right past them. You don't see them and you don't buy them. The world of e-commerce is no different. In fact, 70% of brands selling on Amazon spend 10 to 20% of their revenue on Amazon ads to put their products at the eye-level shelf, so to speak. The brands spend so much money, 38 to 39 billion in 2022 alone, because that's the only way for them to cut through the noise and get their product in front of the shopper. Meet Valerie. Valerie runs a small clothing brand and she sells her products on a mid-sized marketplace. Now let me tell you that for Valerie, it's a very tough business. Her social reach is less than 1/4 of that of the larger brand. Her brand awareness and her marketing budget are less than 7% than that of larger brands. So how do you compete? How do you cut through the noise made up of hundreds of other brands, tens of thousands of other products? How do you play against the algorithms on these marketplaces that tend to favor best sellers? This is a true David versus Goliath challenge. And these smaller brands are desperate for a sling, so to speak, to give them a fighting chance. And guess what? Video gives them that sling. Our solution is to give brands access to premium spots for their products on online marketplaces where they already sell them. We blend these sponsored products into organic results across a variety of shopping experience, such as product listings, search, both visual and keyword, natural language search, shop the look, user-generated content, etc. And this is one of the best investments these brands can make when it comes to selling on online marketplaces. For every dollar spent, they will generate $4 in incremental revenue. And they will be able to enjoy the same financial success as brands that sell on Amazon. Our product is a sponsored product discovery platform. Valerie, or another small brand, will be able to create advertising campaigns for their products. They will select products they want to sponsor, select their daily budget, set the bid amount and a few other attributes, and click run. Within seconds, their products will appear across a variety of shopping experiences on the marketplace. And the only way for a shopper to tell that this is a sponsored product will be through a small label. When a shopper clicks on the product, Video will register that click and will charge the brand accordingly. Video will provide the brand with the capability to understand its advertising spend and reallocate it to the areas with the highest return on ad spend. In the future, we will continue to simplify the experience for Valeries. There will be fewer attributes to choose from, and we will use artificial intelligence models to optimize the spend on behalf of Valerie and increase the effectiveness of every single advertising campaign. Our revenue model is a B2B SaaS with a 50% commission on sponsored products. If you take an example of an average marketplace with $100 million in annual sales and 200 brands, an average brand will spend $10,000 per year on sponsored product placement. Video will split this commission with the marketplace. In turn, the brand on its investment of $10,000 will make $40,000 in incremental revenue. It's a win-win for everybody. On the cost side, we're a very capital efficient business. With our cost of goods sold made up primarily of some content curation and infrastructure, we will enjoy a healthy gross margin of 80%.
Online ads are facing huge headwinds due to increasing changes addressing online privacy. Hence, brands are moving their marketing spend from third-party platforms like Facebook to retail media, closer to purchase intent. The global market for retail media is massive at $100 billion and will hit $160 billion in 5 years. In the US alone, excluding the walled gardens of Amazon and Walmart, the accessible market is huge at $10 billion and is growing rapidly at 25% year over year. Our obtainable market consists of over 160 retailers with annual sales of under $500 million in fashion, outdoors, and sportswear. We will help create this market and expect it to reach over $160 million in the next 5 years. We will serve the Valeries and the small brands that comprise over 98% of this market in the US. Video is pursuing a market that's massive and growing rapidly. We have two types of competitors, monetization and product discovery companies. Monetization companies like Merkle and Criteo offer sponsored products but do not improve the shopping experience. In this case, brands and marketplaces win while the customers unfortunately lose. Discovery companies like Stellitics and Bloomreach, they help shoppers find products but don't give brands control over visibility. In this case, customers and marketplaces win, but unfortunately the brands lose. Video is different and superior. We are the first to integrate monetization into state-of-the-art discovery services inspired by social platforms and retailers like Nordstrom that set the bar in shopping experiences. Only with video, brands, marketplaces, and customers are all winners. Video's economic moat is based on this differentiation, and it will only get stronger over time. Video is early traction. We have 3 retail customers and in active conversation with 7 more. Armoire, a pioneer in clothing rental, and our first check. W Marketplace with over 500 women-founded brands. Garmentery is a unique marketplace with over 3,000 brands and over 1,000 boutiques. In the next 12 months, we'll partner with 3 retailers on monetization, service over 175 brands, and validate the opportunity around sponsored discovery. For the next 5 years, we will scale monetization, capture 35% of the target market, and service thousands of brands. Video is early building blocks and looking to accelerate progress in 2023. I'm very proud to present a world-class, proven team building Video. We have over 50 years of experience building internet-scale e-commerce businesses at Zulily, Amazon, Nordstrom, and Zappos. Our broad expertise spans management, product, engineering, data, AI, and merchandising. We have built stores, catalogs, pricing, API, ad tech, recommendation systems, merchandising, and brand solutions, all the key building blocks needed for this opportunity. In addition, we are supported by highly regarded advisors, leaders who have taken companies public from day one, ran multi-billion-dollar retail businesses, and were building unicorns. Importantly, our collective experiences are centered around helping small brands win. In short, our team is a perfect fit to pursue this massive, exciting opportunity.
Hello everyone, my name is Hank. I'm the founder and CEO of Pinup Go. Today I'm here to talk about our company and how we are transforming the advertising industry with our unique approach. Let me introduce myself and my team before diving into our mission and vision. With over 10 years experience in the tech industry and founding my first company at the age of 21, I lead this project alongside my colleague Vlad, who serves as the CTO. Later on, in March of 2022, Daniela joined us as our PR director. Our combined experience in tech, business, and marketing allow us to bring a unique perspective to the table. Pinup Go envision a future where advertising is no longer a one-way conversation, but rather a dynamic and engagement experience for brands and customers alike. Our mission is to help businesses build lasting relationship with their customer by creating a fun and immersive brand experience that go beyond traditional advertising methods. Greetings from Pinup Go. We are excited to share with you our innovation platform that revolutionizes the way businesses engage with their customer. Join us on this journey as we take advertising beyond its traditional boundaries. Generating long-lasting customers through traditional advertising is harder than ever. People have become blind to it. The average person sees between 4,000 to 10,000 ads in a single day. Businesses have very little time to catch the interest of their customer. The standard non-skippable ad is between 3 to 6 seconds. The customer ad experience is very low. 90% of the viewer will skip it as soon as possible. Our solution is to create a unique customer journey for a brand through fun interactive challenges. Businesses will be able to create a personal journey for their brand through customized challenges. People will be able to participate in their favorite brand challenges and not be just as passive spectators. Our platform is built on modular design, allowing businesses to create customized challenges that fit their unique needs. With features such as photo, video, text, location, and more, challenges can be tailored to create a truly engagement experience for customers. Businesses have full control over the rewards and number of prizes offered, and challenges can be easily published through our platform application. By encouraging customers to participate and share their experience with their brand, we are creating real-life connection and facilitating deeper interaction. Our platforms goes beyond traditional advertising by making customers feel like they are a part of the brand, ultimately driving greater engagement and loyalty. The social media industry is experiencing a rapid growth with a projected increase of 12.4% from 2022 to 2028. The global market for social media in 2022 is valued at around $130 billion, with the majority of being in the USA and Europe at around $112 billion. Our goal is to expand into the European market from 2024, while focusing on the Romanian market this year, which is valued at around $237 million. Our competitors are ad tech companies and social media companies that are focusing on advertising experience. Adverty focuses on in-game ads to make it more engagement for the players. Ogre is focusing on mobile ad experience to attract attention of the user. At Pinup Go, we are focusing on creating real-life experience and facilitating interaction with the brand. Our business model is straightforward. We charge 0.99 cents per user acquisition. For 50,000 active users per month, each doing one challenge will generate around $50,000 per month. We also offer different packages for company, and our users will be able to buy digital goods in the app. In 2021, we began design and develop our product, following by beta testing in Q2 in 2022, and finally launching the product in September of the same year. Our main focus was on attracting small and medium-sized businesses to our platform and build user interaction. This year, our goal is to reach 100,000 users per month, onboarding 20 plus international brands and achieving of $250,000 in sales. Our core team has extensive experience in tech, marketing, and business fields. Vlad, our tech lead, has over 5 years experience in leading and developing tech projects. He has played a crucial role in building our platform and ensuring its smooth operation. Daniela, our PR director, works with some of the biggest malls in Bucharest and has close connection with international brands. Her expertise in PR and marketing has helped us build a strong brand and expanded our reach. I, as a founder, bring over 10 years experience in business and IT fields. I have founded and managed a successful outsourcing company and have worked on numerous IT projects. My experience in these fields has helped us guide the development and growth of our platform. Together, we make a strong team that is dedicated to delivering a high-quality product and building lasting relationship with our customers. Let's take a closer look at our progress so far. Our platform has been up and running for 6 months, and we're excited to announce our official launch date in just 2 weeks, showcasing our partnership with major brands in fashion, food, and entertainment. With over 2,000 users already on board, we anticipate a significant growth in the coming months, with our established partnership expecting to bring it in over 10,000 users per month. Additionally, we are currently in discussion with other international brands to join our platform, expanding our reach even further. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our platform. We are excited about the future of interactive advertising, and we are dedicated to make it a reality. If you have any question or interest in partnership with us, please reach out to our team. We are looking forward to hear from you.
We are talking to an institutional investor, and most of the questions that have been raised are questions that we got before at Newchip. My name is Mohammed Chebelili, the founder and managing director of Chaperone. To date, we've raised just under $1 million, and we're looking to raise another $1.5 million. At Chaperone, we're creating affordable financial services. We're trying to tackle the problem of financial exclusion in Sub-Saharan Africa. Before joining Newchip, our story didn't quite align, and we needed something that was convincing both within the company and outside. And since then, we've had alignment, and the proof is in the pudding, and we've been able to raise capital, as you said, and being able to get partners also in and outside of Lesotho has been much easier. We are expanding into other markets, Botswana and South Africa. Also set up a branch office in Dubai to facilitate our fundraising and partnership endeavors. I had been in business for 5 to 6 years, and when I went through the cost material, there was so much I found out needs to know as they're building their business, from team building, from investor presentations, from acquired partners. It gets you thinking about the right things. Also, it gives you focus in the things that really move the needle for a company.
Hi, my name is Anurag Bist, and I'm founder and CEO of Emo. I'm a technology entrepreneur having done multiple companies over the last 2 decades. One of my companies in voice over IP space was sold to Intel for more than $500 million. I'm excited to present this new creative guidance platform, which is applicable to the growing creator economy. Creator economy, we have about 200 million creators globally growing at a CAGR of 40% to grow to about 1 billion creators in the next 4 years. Many of these creators are already making a lot of money, and especially from the agency and brand side, now they're trying to recruit these creators, and also there's a need for going to authentic creators in deploying their brand name in front of people in hiring those creators. The problem still remains is how do these creators create engaging videos? The problem manifests itself in different forms. For the smallest of the creators, they want to grow from their followership from 0 to 1,000. They're looking for inspiration on what's trending, how the videos are becoming more successful. For the creators who have made it, the pro creators, they are looking to optimize their workflows. How do they edit videos out quickly? And finally, the brands, they are looking to see which influencers to pick. How do they create their TikTok strategy so that their brand values are preserved? All of that are basically related to creating better, engaging, short vertical format videos. We have created a SaaS platform to deliver exactly that. At one end, we give creative insights for trending videos. We provide a way to quickly test and optimize videos at very low cost, which was not available to these lower end creators and brands and agencies to date. And finally, we also verify or validate the normative benchmark for brands so that their brand equity, their brand value is preserved as they are posting videos in TikTok and Reels and other short vertical formats. It's backed by a patented tech which we have built and validated with large higher end creators over a period of last 2 to 3 years. Here's a short video which explains what the platform does.
Social video trends change fast, so it's hard to know if your content will work in digital media. Emo is a tool that helps you quickly learn to make better videos and get more views. Already used in Hollywood for brands and among social influencers, Emo AI reads audience facial expressions to measure unbiased emotions. Those emotions are proven to predict performance on social. With this unique view into your audience, you get to choose, improve, and share only your best stuff. Emo will plot audience emotions on a second-by-second level to help you improve your content. See your videos ranked on overall potential and their ability to hook an audience early. And you can learn from our collection of influencer content to see the trends and techniques that social stars use. Improve your video success rates and increase your following. Just upload your videos to Emo and get results in hours. Start improving your content for free at emo.live.
So at one end, what we do is we are basically providing inspiration for very small creators, which is basically seeing the trends. As soon as you log in, you can create an account and get that inspiration and why a video is trending. And at the other end, we provide for pro creators and brands, we provide a more sophisticated way to what's happening in the video. Why is it not working? Or how can you improve a video? What is the hook score? Is it grabbing the audience early? Which are the highest performing scenes? The power of the technology is proven with large end creators in Hollywood and streamers. One of the key aspects of our solution is contextualization of emotion. So we capture real facial expressions and contextualize it as to how audience are reacting. And we basically create a score which predicts the in-market performance of these social videos. How we are different from competition is because there's at one end, there are very high pricey solutions available for video analytics, which cost thousands of dollars to test per video. At the other end, we have very templatized solutions, which are basically just tracking trends and hashtags. Think companies like vidIQ and TubeBuddy, they are looking at how to give cues to creators. But what we do is we bring the video analytics power and go inside video and give very specific feedback on how and what we can improve in a specific short video very quickly. And we give this power in a very agile and in a SaaS platform way, which is affordable for even lower end creators or smaller brand and agency or even in-house agencies and brands. Our business model is a tiered subscription model starting at a very low end for lower end creators, almost a freemium model, to going for brands which are very affordable subscription for brand managers and influencer agencies, which starts at about $2,000 per month. The market is huge. As I said in the beginning, they're going to be about 1 billion people who call themselves creators, starting from uh, basically stars in video stars or cooks, chefs, and so on. The market that we are targeting is pro and expert creators, which itself is around $270 million. This, along with the demand that's generated by influencer agencies and brands to basically optimize their social media spend, is the market we are targeting. The go-to market that we are following is initially validating our solution, working with large agencies and brands who want to optimize their social media spends in TikTok and Reels, proving and basically establishing, building case studies. So we are already starting to have good success in reaching those partners, and eventually we want to push this to the long tail of creators, working with large creators in the first place. We are already having very good traction in validating the solution, the solution of Emo with large brands and agencies. We just finished a large project with Universal Pictures for one of their Christmas movies where they tested the Emo platform in 4 different countries and optimizing their creatives for promotion of that movie in 4 different countries. We are starting a project with Walmart social media team where we'll be testing TikToks for the next 3 months, where we'll be testing multiple TikToks and tens of videos per month to validate how they can improve and build playbook for optimizing their social media strategy. Similarly, we're working with a couple of other clients and multiple influencer agencies to proliferate Emo platform and validating it and distributing it in their networks of influencers. This year, we'll be starting a more organic reach to the long tail of creators, and we are basically starting to work with large influencers to kind of use our tool and proliferate it among their followers. The projection of our revenue is based on the SaaS revenue model, which basically initially relies on us growing the agency business, basically proliferating our tool in front of influencer agencies and brands, and then picking up on the long tail of creators and growing that, giving them a subscription offering at a very low cost. Besides me in the team, we have Ramon, who basically handles our data science and user experience. Joshua has about 15-20 years of experience working with brand consumer insights, and Rob brings a lot of entertainment and agency experience in basically making this tool available to those kinds of clients. We have a very high pedigree of executive and advisory board who have experience in building billion-dollar companies. And thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Andy Son, and I'm the founder and president of Lockstock. Lockstock is a one-stop shop for Amazon sellers for ad management on Google, Meta, and Amazon itself. In coming minutes, I'll tell you everything about my product, so let's go. There are two problems we see at this moment for Amazon sellers. Problem number one is Amazon advertising has been getting more expensive since the COVID times. According to the Jungle Scout report, it makes 59% of sellers concerned about increasing ad cost and decreasing margin. This problem can be solved by either better ad optimization or driving cheap external traffic to product listings. However, here comes problem number two. Managing advertising is complicated and time-consuming. According to the same Jungle Scout report, 46% of Amazon sellers face challenges managing advertising. Another reason to advertise on Google is the fact that 88% of users start product search either on Google or Amazon. To add more, 36% of sellers already advertise on social networks. The solution we came up with brings all major advertising power in one place, and our machine learning algorithm automatically optimize campaigns towards Amazon sales, something that is not possible directly from Google or Meta ad accounts. Our tests show that Lockstock delivers up to 20% better return on advertising spend, and it is up to 5 times less consuming comparing to manual ad management. Moreover, external media buying can be up to 10 times more efficient than buying advertising only on Amazon. Amazon advertising is already a huge industry. There are 2 million sellers worldwide, and 59% of them are professional sellers, meaning they have their own registered brands. 177,000 spend over $2,500 on advertising every month, which sums up to $5 billion per year. Being very conservative, we are aiming to onboard 6,200 professional Amazon sellers from Americas, UK, and EU in 5 years. We are a fee-based software as a service solution, and with $150 monthly fee, we are projecting 11 million in revenue by the end of 2027. The competition is tough. There are big players like Sky and Marine who are working with enterprise-level customers like top brands and agencies. Perpetual and Quartile work with our target audience. However, considering our product features like AI-generated ads or mobile app and huge market size, we believe there is room for everyone. Also, it's worth mentioning that Perpetual was acquired for $162 million by Essential in 2021. It's been a long journey for us for roadblocks and turbulence since 2020 when I came up with the initial idea. We already raised funds in our friend and family round, and right now the product is go-to-market ready. With proper funding, we're aiming to achieve the break-even point later this year and get to 2,000 paying customers by the end of 2024. As for traction, we have 12 Amazon stores, our beta testers who are already using Lockstock for ad management, and over 50 stores are in the wait list. We participated in a number of well-known conferences like Web Summit, Slash, and Collision, and as you already know, we are featuring the Newchip accelerator. Also, we didn't plan it in the first place. We were approached by other marketplaces like CoachNow and Semrush to be added as an ad management tool for their customers. As for our financial model, as I said previously, with proper funding, we're aiming to achieve positive EBITDA this year and get to 11 million in revenue by the end of 2027. And once again, we're a subscription-based software as a service tool, and we plan to charge on average $150 for every month of usage. This is a very conservative projection for a rather conservative and established advertising tech industry. As you see on this slide, our projected customer acquisition costs are pretty high, as well as churn rate. And last but not least, let me introduce the managing team. There is myself, president and founder. I've been working in digital marketing for over 10 years. I started as a digital media planner in Omnicom. After that, I used to work for Publicis and Kaspersky, but eventually I returned to Omnicom as digital strategy and ad tech director. Alex Bobkov is our technical supervisor. He's been working in ad tech for over 15 years and led product development for companies like General Motors, Volkswagen Group, Omnicom, and many others. Dima Morozov is our angel investor and advisor, C-level executive in Omnicom in the past, and now he's CEO and founder of Mobile Game Development Holding. As you understand, all three of us used to work together for Omnicom. We've known each other for over 6 years and our skill sets complement each other. That's all from me. Thank you for your time. I hope you have enjoyed the pitch. My name is Andy Son. The company is Lockstock. Let's schedule some intros. Goodbye.
I'm Chris Wardco. I am president and co-founder here at Into the Box.
I'm Maya Bovsho. I'm vice president and co-founder with Chris.
We have currently raised a little over $100K for our venture and really thankful to have had Newchip be a part of that. Into the Box is really revolutionizing both the affordable housing and short-term rental industries by taking repurposed shipping containers and turning them into fully off-grid sustainable living units.
We had this amazing idea of joining forces with his law background, my real estate background, and creating a sustainable off-grid hospitality company.
We are $100,000 cheaper than the next closest off-grid competitor. That's a big difference. So for me, that's what makes it such a unique investment is the fact that we can kind of not only survive, but really thrive in just about any economy. We had some really cool recent press mentions in Forbes and MarketWatch, which was just shocking to us to be able to have that degree of exposure so quickly with our company. One thing that really sets Newchip apart is you're industry agnostic. And so for us, coming into the world of venture capital and the startup world, not being your standard B2B SaaS, but rather being kind of the antithesis of that, being a enterprise product and a very large product at that. It definitely felt like an uphill battle, but really appreciate the fact that Newchip has had the connections and networking skills to still be able to get us those introductions to investors and make those meetings happen. Newchip really gives you an unparalleled opportunity to advance not only your business concept, but your marketing efforts and your networking efforts and really get you out there, get your name out there. Having Newchip behind us to help us really continue to push our message has been really helpful in that regard.
My name is Eli Herrick, co-founder and CEO of StatStack. StatStack started at the beginning of the pandemic when I was a senior playing baseball at Duke. It turns out it's pretty hard to get drafted when you can't go play baseball outside anymore. Instead of playing baseball in front of scouts, we sent all of our statistics, all of our metrics, how hard we threw, how fast we ran, and all of our video over to the professional teams that were looking at us. During that process, we had to contact all of our past coaches to assimilate all this information into one place so we could pass that along. As we went through that, we realized very quickly that not only is all of this information scattered across all these coaches, but they run their entire business off of their phones as well. So the same time that we're texting them to get our data, they're also texting all of their clients to run their entire business and running everything from Google spreadsheets, software that's not designed to do anything that is close to facility management, organization management, team management, but they've kind of smashed all these different pieces together. And really going through the process of trying to put it back together for myself, we saw what that process looked like for everyone else. So this is a actual text conversation between one of our current angel investors and his son's trainer trying to book a lesson. Now, if you look down this text message thread, there's 9 texts. There's 1 phone call that's not pictured, and there's a Venmo transaction here right at the bottom behind my video. So $650, that covers multiple lessons. So it's such a hassle to actually find a trainer, find a time, communicate with that trainer of, hey, is that time still good? Are we still on? Can I just pay you for the next few so we don't have to keep doing this back and forth? These trainers are losing hundreds of dollars every time that they're trying to book lessons. It's taking about 72 hours per transaction, which is valuable time to both parties. The other piece that we found out was that facilities aren't only doing everything over text, they're supporting their business with 6, 7, 8 different software solutions. So they're trying to work in messaging. They're trying to do how we do lesson rentals. They're trying to add in their recruiting, their payment processing, their team management, but not only one team management, they'll sometimes use 2 team management solutions. How do we manage our members? How do we manage our rentals? And trying to put all those into one ecosystem for their business operations. What we do at StatStack is we've actually put the very small portion of each of those apps into one solution. So all we have to do to get a client on board is meet with them, understand what business they're trying to do. So if there's a client that, they need the little piece of Easy Facility that does their lessons, and then they need the team management, and then they need the member management with MindBody, we customize a white label solution for them and then release it on their own domain. After they have been set up, all they have to do is manage their schedule. They have to make sure that their trainers are putting in the hours that they're going to be there, what days the facilities what day the facility is going to be closed, and things like that. And then everything from there is automated. So parents just come in, they find the time, they book their lesson, they pay at the time of booking, and then we automate everything else. So we're saving organizations about 3.5 hours a day on phone calls. So previously they would have to take these phone calls, they would have to answer these text messages and then use all these different solutions. Now that's all automated. They come in, they put in their hours, everything else is taken care of after that. So far, we've been saving organizations 3.5 hours a day, but we've also been able to offer upselling B2C software at checkout. So previously, we've been building StatStack for 3 years. The first product was that data assimilation and central database that you could pass along to professional organizations, to colleges, if you're in high school, things like that. We now upsell that at checkout. So since we own point of sale for someone buying a lesson, someone trying to rent a cage, we can upsell them with other opportunities as well. And since we released the facility management product in January, we've had about $100,000 in deals every month. That's $200,000 in annual contract revenue right now of facilities that are signed up on board and that we're launching their site or have already launched their site, and they're processing all of their business through one of the sites that we own and operate. The way that this actually has been continuing to grow really well is once that we actually sell these facilities, once we get them on board, we show them how everything works, we start upselling that software. So the software that we've developed is not only a database, but how do you market that database and distribute it on the B2C side? What that does is it actually brings in more coaches that these athletes are bringing in. It brings in the coaches that aren't directly on the platform already and allows us to upsell them into B2B. Building on a payment processing model, our first addressable market here is the 700 million sports training facilities model. So starting with sports training facilities, we own the center of this hub that has teams, that has lessons, that has rentals. All of these different aspects to youth sports originate from training facilities. So working with them opens up this $10.5 billion market of competitive youth sports fees. So that's when parents are paying for tournaments. That's when they're paying for team fees. That's when they're paying for uniforms, for travel, for everything that they're paying for that makes up this $19.2 billion travel youth sports market, comes in these team fees and allows us to do a lot of different financings and different payment plans. But we own point of sale through this facility management tool that allows us to keep adding on services to that. The market we're addressing is split into about 30,000 travel sports organizations. So that covers not only the facilities, but that also covers the independent teams. And they all accumulate into this 30,000 number, 30,000 organizations. That's 30,000 B2B sales that we can have, and 2.2 million B2C sales. So that's the elite youth athletes that parents are spending over $1,500 a year on their athletes, trying to get them to that next level. And 20.1 upsells what we've been able to take from this B2B sale and actually sell directly B2C also, which is 308% more likely to subscribe as a B2C user when we have that B2B element in the front. As far as what our growth model looks like, if we can sign 3 training facilities per month, and like I said, we've been signing up training facilities left and right. We've got $200,000 of contract value already, which is actually very, very much ahead of our Q2 goals right here. 1% market capture puts us at about $7.5 million by Q3 of 2025. How this works is it's a 1% service fee and $2.49 per transaction that's non-recurring. So if it is a recurring transaction like a subscription, we only take the 1%. If it's a transaction for a lesson, rental, anything that's a one-time payment, we take the $2.49 as well. And then B2C, we have a $7.99, $9.99 a month subscription. Our team's really built out to handle this. I would also like to call attention to all of the fintech operators that we have on our advisory board. That's going to allow us to really continue building with the financing side of this, how we can start offering payment solutions for organizations that want to do team fees, and then organizations that want to offer payment options to their parents as well on the team fee side. Our competition's a little bit all over the map here. So you do have the Team Snap and the League apps that are doing team management, both massive companies, and then MindBody that's very focused on the organization management. We're somewhere in the middle over here of that. We do both of those things, and we're actually equipped to grow both directions. Thank you. This is Eli with StatStack.
I'm Raman Bindlish, CEO of Blockument Incorporated. With over 2 decades of experience in engineering and product marketing, I've had the privilege of working with industry leaders like Apple, Samsung, and Google. At Blockument, we are bringing the blockchain and Web3 technology to the masses using Owen's technology stack. Our team's experience in brand and consumer needs has led us to develop transformative software products that deliver a new paradigm of enhanced engagement. I know firsthand the challenges that brands face when it comes to capturing and holding the attention of their audience. It's a pretty crowded marketplace and brands spend billions of dollars in marketing. Our software stack Owens is designed to help them connect with their audience at a deeper level. Our platform provides a user-friendly interface that simplifies the experience and enables more brands to take advantage of benefits of Web3 technology. We know that the adoption of Web3 technology has been challenging for many brands and the users. For example, the crypto wallets, unpredictable networks, siloed platforms, and private key management has been really difficult for 99% of end users and pose a major barrier for enterprise for Web3 adoption. Our platform, Owens, abstracts these complexities away, making it more accessible for everyone. This is what really sets us apart from the competition. Our software tools offer a seamless onboarding process, making it easier for users to benefit from the power of Web3 technology without navigating the complexities of wallet and crypto rails. Over the past 18 months, Owens Stack has undergone multiple pilots across various industries and domains, including global advertising brands, mainstream TV reality show, live e-commerce businesses, metaverse and VR games, individual celebrities including Grammy-nominated artists, fantasy sports and games. These pilots allowed us to test our software stack and gain valuable insight into the needs and requirements of different industries. We were able to get significant traction and generate substantial revenues while helping brands enter the Web3 space in a short period of time. The industry validation and learning from our pilots has been instrumental in helping us build a scalable software stack for the future. We have leveraged our learnings to convert our solution into a platform as a service model that can be easily customized and integrated into existing workflows. Based on the above pilots across various verticals, we have built a sales funnel of 300 plus brands. More about our range of products from my co-founder and chief product officer, Jason.
Blockument's Owens technology stack is a customizable and modular middleware that is revolutionizing the way enterprises integrate Web3 digital marketing and enhanced user engagement tools, allowing brands to quickly and seamlessly launch transformative products that provide more meaningful user experiences. Owens API-based plug-and-play solutions are non-disruptive to existing IT infrastructure, making it simple to implement at speed and scale, giving our clients the competitive edge of being first to market. Blockument's core suite of enterprise products are all underpinned by this Owens middleware. Affinity is Blockument's brand loyalty and user engagement amplification product. The Affinity platform allows for the creation or minting of digital collectibles on-chain with programmable utility to keep users engaged through exclusive rewards, achievements, and gamification. These more meaningful user experiences lead to the brand stickiness that ultimately upgrades Web2 brand loyalty into Web3 brand affinity. In order to engage with these digital collectibles, users need a community of like-minded individuals with which to share experiences and compete with in gamified challenges. Unlike decentralized marketplaces like OpenSea, Owens Smart Market is Blockument's plug-and-play white label marketplace where users can explore, buy, sell, trade, rent, and share these assets with one another without ever having to leave the brand's ecosystem. And Portal is Blockument's metaverse product, allowing for the digital-first user to engage with and explore branded digital collectibles in personalized and customizable virtual reality and augmented reality environments. The Blockument software stack is unique in that it doesn't solve one or even two problem statements for enterprise brands looking to integrate Web3. What makes Blockument technology special is that it breaks down all Web3 adoption barriers within one plug-and-play suite of products, services, and toolkits.
Thank you, Nico. Let me talk to you about Blockument's preferred go-to-market strategy. Blockument's go-to-market is B2B2B, where we partner with leading marketing agencies worldwide that already have a large number of enterprise customers. This allows us to minimize our cost of customer acquisition and also allows us to be a part of the holistic marketing story that the brands want to create. For some customers, Blockument goes direct in a B2B fashion. We also partner with layer 1 blockchains and have already received grants from a leading blockchain to drive the adoption of Web3 technologies in the enterprise. For small customers, Blockument intends to introduce a self-serve model along the lines of what Shopify has built. Blockument has a very attractive business model. The main reason is that when Web3 items are created and issued on blockchain, they are perpetual in nature. This reduces customer churn and creates a nice stream of recurring revenue for Blockument. We are also very frugal with our spending, having established Blockument India Private Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary, to optimize our R&D costs. By the end of 2022, Blockument has generated close to $1 million in revenue. We are now seeking additional partners and investors to help fuel our growth. We expect an exit for investors in a 5 to 7 year time frame via an acquisition. Now let me hand the baton over to Raman for conclusion.
Thanks everyone. So that was our core team, and we have a stellar board of advisors with unparalleled expertise in Web3 and technology. At Blockument, we are excited to be at the forefront of the Web3 revolution, and we are committed to help more and more brands and users to take advantage of this technology. Join us in revolutionizing the Web3 ecosystem.
My name is Bruce Worrell. I'm CEO of Intellisphere. Intellisphere is an integrated all-in-one digital marketing platform that's raised about $2 million in cash and a decent amount of money kind of in kind through equity self-funding. Newchip's educational program was really well done. It was top-notch, very informative, very useful. Being in the program helped open our eyes to different approaches. I mean, not that we weren't aware of it, but it certainly helped bring some focus on some things that we weren't necessarily focused on. The education's valuable, even to experienced entrepreneurs. The access to kind of some of the hosting credits, fantastic. Being able to interface with a group, cohort of entrepreneurs, fellow entrepreneurs, and share ideas, great. And working with some of the mentors, et cetera, very helpful.
Hi, I'm John Stammel, CEO and co-founder of Umiji, a customer insights platform that enables luxury brands to build relationships with their new consumers. I formerly owned an advertising agency that had about $30 million in billings and a staff of about 90 people. We help brands in the luxury market in fashion, wine, and spirits, and travel build their business on growth in the baby boom market. But the market has changed, and we're now at an inflection point where millennials and Gen Z are taking over. Luxury marketers don't understand these consumers yet, and that's where Umiji comes in. Let's take a closer look. Umiji personalizes the relationship between luxury brands and their customers. Luxury brands have a problem today. They lack an understanding of millennials and the Gen Z consumers. And because of that, they're missing between 25 and 95% of additional profits by not knowing who these customers are, what they want, or why they want it. The landscape is different today. Consumers are different. This generational shift has different values than baby boomers before them. And a huge amount of their activity has switched online. 75% of them have switched brands in the past 2 years. Luxury brand marketers don't know what their behavior patterns are. They know that they're not like boomers and they need to understand them. They can't track them because cookies and third-party tracking are coming to an end. We're moving from an area of transactions to an era of trust. Well, fortunately, there's a solution. Umiji provides an experience that is analogous to what takes place in a retail store. In a retail store, the customer walks in, they have a conversation with the salesperson asks them questions, gets to know them, and is able to steer them into the products that they're going to be most interested in. Why does that not take place in a digital environment? Umiji enables it to happen by combining a number of different platforms into one so that marketers can go from one to the next to develop their relationship with the customer. They can capture leading indicators of customer behavior in their current interests, needs, and perceptions. There's no third-party tracking. It's an open, honest, and transparent system that engenders trust. And it has unlimited segmentation that ensures that the right message goes to the right person every time. And it can unlock up to 95% of missing revenue. Umiji replaces 5 different platforms that companies typically buy separately. It has acquisition, customer management, customer understanding, customer engagement, and customer measurement. So you would find a landing page builder and a CRM and a market research platform and an email marketing platform and a net promoter score platform and customer experience platform all combined to one. No uploads, no downloads required. It is simple, it is scalable, it is intuitive, and it's ideal for luxury brand marketers to understand this new market. It's different from other platforms. It's the only platform that captures and appends customer language to reveal their perceptions and sentiments. It's the only platform that seamlessly integrates 5 software stacks into one, and those 5 are usually bought separately. It's the only platform that enables net promoter scores to be both an index and an engagement tool. And it has client switching costs as other platforms can't analyze and segment their customers by language to describe their perceptions and sentiments and motivations, which Umiji can do. Now our market focus, as I've mentioned, is luxury brands. We have a SaaS model plus services, a free trial plan for 60 days. MVP is built. We're out in the market now and we're selling. We have integrations to a number of other platforms. And we have pricing that is lower than the competition to bring people in. It is $25 per 1,000 files they have in their database. This means that if we get 100 clients with an average database of 40,000, that's $1 million in sales. And that's even before we put digital services on top of that. The proof of concept has been very impressive. One of our customers is getting a 10-time return on their investment in the platform, and they've also established that for every 10,000 members, they have an excess of $10 million in lifetime value. They're getting a 39% engagement rate over the past year's emails as well, and they have a very high net promoter score of 68. Another client has built from 0 to 78,000 people in their database, and they've added direct zero-party customer data that reveals those individuals' interests, needs, and perceptions. And they've achieved a 41% engagement rate over the past year. Now, all of this happens because they're sending the content that their customers have already said that's what they want to receive. Millennials and Gen Z are driving the luxury market's growth now, and that market is estimated to be between $1.2 and $1.4 trillion with a projected compound average growth rate up to 2026 of 8 to 10%. Millennials and Gen Z are estimated to be 75% of that market by 2026. Now, the luxury market is also one that has done very well in recessions and post-recession. Our TAM is estimated at $715 billion, so it's quite large. The serviceable available market is $20 billion, which is 2.5% of the personal goods luxury market, plus 5% of the wine and spirits market. And what we believe the serviceable obtainable market is to be $1 billion, which would be those SMEs that have yet to go through digital transformation. Now, there is a lot of competition in the market, but we've bundled 5 services into one. No one else has done that. We're able to give customers value within a half an hour of going on the platform, and the other platforms have very low switching costs to come to us. So we have a lot of capabilities that we think offer a big advantage. We have a great team. It has a background focused on customer centricity, and we have more than 125 years of combined marketing experience for some of the country's most notable companies, including LL Bean, HBO, New York Times, Comcast, Showtime, Chase Bank, and many more. We've got a really good advisory board that has helped us out in product development, in understanding who the customer is, and in building a company. And the media is paying attention to us. We've had a lot of coverage in a lot of different websites and publications so far, and there's more on the way. So in summary, there are 5 reasons to invest in Umiji. The what? Well, we enable luxury brands to acquire and activate customer insights to grow retention and loyalty in a way that they've never been able to do before. Why? They need to understand this new generation of luxury buyers, millennials and Gen Z. We're moving from an era of tracking to one of trust. They're different from past generations. The how? Well, Umiji creates an exchange between the brand and the consumer that is honest and transparent and enables consumers to be heard and for brands to listen. And the where? We're focusing on luxury categories. That's $700 billion market where digital transformation has not taken place. And finally, the when, over the next 3 to 5 years, Umiji is an ideal acquisition target for CRMs and CDPs and others that are seeking vertical markets and transitioning from cookies and third-party tracking to new forward-looking systems. So I hope that interests you, and we can talk further, and I can tell you a lot more about Umiji and show you how the platform works. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aaron Enton. I'm CEO and co-founder of Inside Optics, and I'm happy to be here today. There are hundreds of reasons why you should join Newchip. Newchip has provided a lot of different resources to us in order to help ensure that we're successful with our seed round. I can say confidently that Newchip has helped us. They've connected us with platforms that have introduced us to investors.
Up next is our advanced materials block. We hope you enjoy.
Premio, CEO and co-founder at Thrive. I'm a veteran founder who has spent his entire life, from my childhood through this very day, intrigued with and learning about nature, people, and technology, and how they interact with, influence, and impact each other. My incessant curiosity and yearning for knowledge manifested itself as a desire and an ability to immerse myself, learn and succeed across broadly diverse fields such as environmental and wildlife conservation, modular structure manufacturing, and startup leadership. Through this habit of deep curiosity and an excessive work ethic, I've come to learn I'm a polymath who cares deeply about the human experience and how that experience affects planet Earth. Such a broad interest has lent itself to the ability to see systems holistically and a desire to create systems and solutions that are more aligned with and better for people and planet. All of my years of building knowledge and experience through failures and success have led me to my legacy project, a polymath's dream and the birth of Thrive.
This is Thrive, holistic, regenerative, intelligent, modular homes and technologies. The problem that we're tackling is that selecting and adopting sustainable and resilient lifestyle solutions for a home is a complex, fragmented, and costly process. Our solution? Introducing Loop. Turnkey, holistic, eco-luxury lifestyle homes with technologies that make them regenerative, self-sufficient, and scalable. Loop housing systems are much more than just a home. They're modular. We offer pre-configured homes starting at 216 square feet and over 1,400 square feet. These homes are post-install scalable and customizable to any size beyond the pre-configured format. We deliver them turnkey and move-in ready from our facility in Colorado, making them the world's first truly holistic, regenerative, modular housing system. Our business and revenue model is comprised of 3 tiers. The first, pre-configured and custom home manufacturing, sales, and support of Loop. Loop homes start at $150,000 and can go to over $850,000 depending on how a customer configures the home. The second, consumable subscription and home monitoring and automation SaaS. This is for both Loop and retrofit clients. Our home SaaS model starts at $49 a month and our consumable subscription model from $199 a month. The third, residential resiliency retrofit solutions. We call this the Resiliency Project. The Resiliency Project has an $85 deductible audit fee, and the products and services that come from the Resiliency Project start at $5,000 and can go over to $50,000. All 3 tiers of our business and revenue model are offered to B2B, B2C, and B2G customers, though Thrive's initial target customer is a LOHAS customer. LOHAS stands for Lifestyles of Health and Sustainability. This is a demographic defining a particular market segment related to sustainable living and is generally composed of a relatively upscale and well-educated population segment. Our traction and milestones are well underway. We registered Thrive in July of 2021, and in just a short year and a half, we've concluded all product development. This includes architectural design, engineering, and manufacturing processes. We launched a brief market study in early 2022, which included town halls, cold calls, and network outreach. This led to over $200 million of interest from B2B and B2C channels in just 8 weeks. We've accomplished solid partnerships around the world with global leaders in retail, OEM supply, and research and development. This includes companies like Bosch, ProSet Modular, Josh AI, Span Smart Panels, Sunflare Solar, and many, many more. We've also launched revenue in October of 2022. With a soft launch of Thrive's residential retrofit program, the Resiliency Project, we accomplished just over $47,000 of revenue in just 2 weeks. At this point, we're ready for orders. With draft manufacturing schedules and pricing in place and suppliers at the ready, Thrive will begin pre-orders and deposits in January of 2023. While we do have competition in our space, we've approached things in a different way. Our pricing is in the mid to high range compared to most. However, we offer things that our other competitors just cannot.
This includes standard off-grid capabilities, post-install scalability, passive house certification, regenerative design and biophilic design, standard indoor agricultural tools, and the ability for our homes to not only collect but create potable drinking water. Our global market TAM is just under $1 trillion. That being said, we're taking a little more of a conservative approach. By the end of year 4, we expect our SOM to be at around $350 million. This considers calculated manufacturing capabilities and a bottoms-up approach equaling less than 0.5% of the market in just 10 key US states. That includes the state of Colorado. Revenue baseline includes our existing B2B and B2C home sales pipeline, but excludes global growth opportunities, SaaS, and the resiliency project potential. That means that our SOM could potentially be a little higher. Our go-to-market strategy is well formed. We've accomplished strategic partnerships, we've launched public and industry events, much to the fanfare of our media peers and customers. We've had a soft but quiet e-commerce launch, which is expected to relaunch in January of 2023. And as stated earlier, we plan to launch Loop pre-sales and deposits in January of 2023. This will lead up to virtual and in-person tours of Loop. This is for excited customers who are waiting to touch and feel the real thing. Our team is comprised of accomplished experts across startup and corporate environments. I myself, Eric Amiot, I'm a 11 times co-founder with Thrive, and I've had 4 successful exits. This includes environments of manufacturing, controlled environment agriculture, global growth strategies, and I also work as a startup mentor and advisor in between busy spurts. Leah Sisson, my co-founder, is an accomplished architect with a focus on technology and design, sustainability and regeneration, biophilic design, and neuroscience. The rest of our team is rounded out with experts in their respective fields of manufacturing, real estate, innovation, finance, and more. I'll cap this off by thanking you for your time and attention. We hope to hear from you again soon. Thank you.
My name is Frank Cohen. I'm the CEO and founder at Clever Mo. We're a company that helps Shopify merchants with paid advertising. And so far we've raised just over $300,000 in seed. I came into Newchip thinking like, oh, I know it all, right? You typically don't know what the investors are going to be demanding of you until after you have that first meeting. Because Newchip has its kind of checklist of things that you have to be prepared for to get that appointment with investor relations. And you do it in a way that Newchip has defined instead of you visiting, say, 10 venture capitalists and having them all demand of you a separate list of deliverables after those meetings. Newchip is a wise investment because it will save you time that you'd otherwise be using to hunt down those investors. Instead, you'll be able to spend the time building your at most great product in the world and showing the world what it's all about.
With the growth of innovative and technologically advanced software solutions that are served to customers, the number and complexity of data centers grows. Management of what we call the backbone of the digital world is old-fashioned and outdated. Outages are becoming more common, disruptive and damaging, with longer and longer recoveries. Luckily, it's estimated that 75% of them could be avoided. This is where we come in with innovating field engineering services augmented by mixed reality technology. Now, we can't prevent natural disasters and power outages, but we can offer you our smarter way of managing your data center. Let us be your eyes and ears in your data center. DC Smarter, your data center guardians.
Hi, my name is Ismar, and I'm the CTO and co-founder of DC Smarter.
And I'm Jörg Hesseling, CEO and founder of DC Smarter. When we met in the corporate world, we shared the same problems. During our market research in 2021, we realized that we are not the only one. I have been 30 years now in the industry, leading IT and data center and network operations, and a few things really haven't changed. First of all, the introduction of complex changes and human error is still the #1 root cause for outages, and these outages become more and more expensive. Secondly, technicians don't like documentation. They like to be technologists and not librarians. Third, and this became even more apparent during the pandemic, is the challenge in getting enough experts at the right time to the right place. There are 1.8 million data center engineers globally in operations, supporting over 10,000 large data center locations and millions of data racks. Those engineers sit on a hot chair, and they don't want to be that guy who introduced the network change back in 2021, which took entire Facebook down for 6 hours. So what is it that we're doing? We are the first introducing a field services software for data center operations using augmented reality in combination with artificial intelligence. This will reduce rework and human error by about 75%, increase task efficiency by 40%, and reduces significantly expensive training and traveling.
On the product, our product is designed to save the time, optimize productivity, and reduce downtime. And we do that by offering 4 pillars: training and support, digital documentation and management, digital asset lifecycle management, and visual inspection. With training and support, we provide junior engineer assistance from the senior remote engineer. With digital documentation management, we ensure by using a high fidelity digital twin and artificial intelligence to instantly update the data that are hosted in a data center. With digital asset lifecycle management, we ensure that the change order and the work order management with correct localization on the field is able there to provide support. And lastly, with the visual inspection, by reading out the IoT and OT sensor data, we are able to build the visual inspection picture of the data center itself. And over to you now, Jörg.
We are on a blue ocean strategy. The data center market itself is booming, but when it comes to field services, the overall market represents about 1.8 million engineers, which do not have all the tools in their toolbox required. And we are currently focusing on the 1% of the serviceable available market, the so-called data center white space. Simply everything inside a data rack: assets, cabling, power, and sensors.
Looking into our competition chart, DC Vision, unlike Future Facility or ETAP, focus on data center operations and maintenance. We are the only one who are using the high fidelity digital twin, and we are vendor agnostic, which makes the leading data center equipment and software providers not to consider us as a competition, but rather as their complementary add-on and extension to their software product portfolio.
When it comes to our pricing, we provide a flexible, low entry pricing, scalable, and all in a software subscription-based model. Now, with that, as you scale, you get the option to expand to an enterprise level agreement. We do have already some traction, and I'd like to call out 3 highlights. First of all, back in 2021, we started with our first customer and the MVP in Telefonica. And with Telefonica, year to date, we already secured $100,000 in revenue. Secondly, we, with our go-to-market approach, involve channel partnerships with the leading data center infrastructure management providers. And with Schneider Electric, we are happy to announce that we have just signed a strategic reseller agreement under which they resell our software as an add-on to their EcoStruxure software. Also, back in December last year, We already secured in the first round of funding $900,000 from banks. Now, both of us together share over 50 years in IT and data center operations. And we got a proven track record in building winning teams who build winning products and services. Our roadmap this year, we are currently laser focused on what we call the minimal market product. This will be officially launched during 2 key events in May, Data Center World in Austin, as well as the Data Center World in Frankfurt. During the second half of the year, we are focusing on winning additional customers and get the product to product market fit. In 5 years, Data Center Smarter, your data center guardians, will become the #1 field service software provider in the data center industry. With that, I'd like to thank you, and we're looking forward for feedback and further discussions.
I'm Daniel, the founder and the CEO of EasyMax CyberSec. We are in the middle of the seed round here for $2 million. We have a software that detects and responds to cyber attacks and data breach. Cybersecurity, everything is really complex and really expensive. So we give access to SMB companies so they can have the best solution on the market for a very good price. Newchip was very special on that. It put me together with a lot of investment funds and teach me how to raise the money, how to do the round that we were doing here. Not only building a good company and a good product, but you need to follow a step, a process. And Newchip helped me a lot to understand this process. I think you should go to Newchip because not only you're gonna learn the process to raise money, but also sometimes you don't have the network to get introductions to the investors. Newchip help a lot on that.
We are using engineered biology as our transformative force into creating the materials of tomorrow for the fashion and the leather industry. Our technology makes it possible to create strong, durable, supple material from waste and raw materials, which does not contain petroleum derivatives.
Our material, the smoothie, is made from bacterial nanocellulose created by certain strains of bacteria. And these bacteria are able to produce cellulose in a fermentation process. So within a day, small little threads start to form into a pellicle and creating an amazingly versatile material. We created a circular economy model So we have the option to replace our additives with food waste that can serve as perfect carbon and nitrogen sources for our microbes while lowering our manufacturing costs.
After harvesting the SMOBI from our bioreactors, 40% of our liquid is reused in making new batches. We are testing if we can use the remaining 60% for the purpose of upcycling as soil booster and plant fertilizer in the agriculture industry. Bacterial cellulose has already been produced on scale in the medical industry. We have updated and reoriented this technology into making leather-like materials. Currently, we use 18 semi-continuous bioreactors, but our continuous reactor prototype is already in the works.
Fashion is responsible for 4% of the global greenhouse gas emissions, with 38% of this coming from raw materials.
We need to develop better, more sustainable raw materials.
Our team consists of 4 co-founders, Reka, Almos, Letizia and me. We are scientists, researchers, designers, innovators with a vision to grow carbon negative, high quality materials with synthetic biology and technological innovations, allowing us new ways of sustainable and scalable manufacture.
Bye bye.
Hi, my name is Lydia, CEO of Smobia, and what you are looking at is a supercomputer model made by Bill Patman, climate scientist from NASA, showing the carbon dioxide levels in the Earth's atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is the most important greenhouse gas affected by human activity, and as you can see, it's not looking good. There are ways to offset carbon dioxide to relieve some of the pain already caused, but we need sustainable and smart solutions to change the game. At Smobia, we are growing vegan leather from microbes with a circular approach to reduce the carbon footprint of the fashion industry. Fashion is responsible for 4% of the global greenhouse gas emissions, with actually 38% of this coming from raw materials. Leather and plastic leather's global CO2 equivalent emission is 130 megatons, which is equal to the EU cement industry. And currently, there are no truly plastic-free but quality biomaterials on the market for the fashion industry to make real changes. Luckily, a monument has started, and according to a recent study, 89% of fashion companies over 1 million revenue have been increasingly investing in sustainability due to market demand. Our solution is the Smobi, a biofabricated, non-woven material made from bacterial nanocellulose created by certain strains of bacteria. The Smobi can imitate genuine leather, and its tensile strength is also measured to be in the same range, while being 100% plastic-free. The Smobi has customizable aesthetics, unlocking a creative control that designers have not seen before. We implemented a circular process by having the option to upcycle and use food waste as a feedstock for our microbes. Then our bacteria, which are the main engine of our production, will get to work into our bioreactors. As you can see from our thumb here, we are focusing to replace fossil-derived synthetic leather alternatives, as we like to believe that animal leather is in fact a byproduct of the food industry. The compound annual growth rate of the global bio-based leather market is 47%, but we will start with a $42 million market with the fashion and the automotive industry in the EU and the US. We are a B2B business producing and selling the Smobi material to companies producing leather goods, and our primary customers are contemporary and luxury fashion brands. We are still in R&D, but our cost of making 1 square meter Smobi sheet is as low as €14, while we are selling these sample sheets for €100 per square meter, which gives us a nice 86% gross margin. Compared to other bio-based leather options, the Smobi is much stronger. With a shorter production time, it is also more versatile in terms of design features, while being 100% plastic-free and safely biodegradable. On the left here, you see a bucket hat made from the Smobie, and on the right, you see a recent release made from Rashi, which is one of our competitors in the leather field using mycelium. They are not on the market yet, but have raised more than 200 million euro to start scaling. And although we just started and have only raised 50k so far, we have an agile team of 7 and a disruptive material that is not only just to imitate leather. My network and knowledge of the fashion industry have already been useful in establishing our first partnerships with our selected fashion brands, but I have been working on the Smobie from 2018 as a side hustle. Reka, our co-founder and CTO, is an exceptional chemical engineer and material scientist with a dedication of using green chemistry, which is a crucial unique value proposition for the Smobie. Almos, our CEO, is responsible for our financials and partly our business development. He have already co-founded an agency in 2019, and his strategic thinking and eye for detail is a great asset for our team. We also have Letizia, who have been the designer eye in our feasibility testing, giving us an advantage in serving the brands exactly what they want in terms of material touch and feel. Although we started the research in 2018 as a side hustle, we established Smobia in 2022. During this time, the market has evolved dramatically, which was crucial to be able to introduce such a novel material. We spent the last 6 months developing the first continuous reactor to create bacterial cellulose in a continuous manner for the fashion industry. We collected letters of intent and started collaborations with 4 amazing companies and fashion giants, leading the way towards a more sustainable future. We have signed NDAs, but you can see our selected partners on the map on the left side here, and we will be able to share more privately. On the right side, you can see some of our feedback we received from these partnerships. Feel free to just stop the recording and read more here. So how will we bring change? We already talking to lawyers about our patent application and have done a freedom to operate search before submitting our patent in the next couple of months. We will continue working on our material to perfect the coating thanks to our brand feedbacks and optimizing our bioreactor for scale. We will also focus on establishing and strengthening our initial partnerships while growing our team. In 2024, we will establish our first production facilities, starting with 15 reactors producing 10,000 square meters and start selling commercially. We intend to hit the 1 million euro revenue by 2024 December and will triple this by 2025, breaking even in July. Our vision is to grow high quality, carbon negative materials that are so much more than just another sustainable leather alternative. We intend to disrupt the fashion industry while changing the world for the better. Join us.
Hey, you must be wondering, hold on a minute, is this a movie clip or scene or something? No, my friend. I tell you what, this is real life, and those auto crashes leading to considerable loss of lives are death records worldwide. Now, the obvious question is, what are the causes of these fatal auto crashes? distracted driving, drunk driving, speeding, bad roads, and the list goes on. But one popular reason is driving an unhealthy vehicle, especially in large parts of Africa. Hi, I'm Henry Okafo, CEO and co-founder of FlickWheel. I want to share an investment opportunity in FlickWheel. FlickWheel is improving vehicle roadworthiness through automotive and financial technologies. In 2021, I was involved in a ghastly motor accident due to a flawed brake system. A scary near-death experience I'm alive to share, thankfully. But guess what? This scary experience bettered the light bulb moments for me. I stumbled upon a problem in the automotive industry that led me to dig. Now, for the next few months, we carried out a research exercise which shows that the big problem is poor vehicle repairs and maintenance are major causes of fatal road accidents. It would interest you to know that the World Health Organization records 1.3 million deaths yearly in auto crashes and other alarming indices to back it up. Now, this begs the question, why are many vehicles not roadworthy? Our research focused on Africa, Nigeria to be precise. Record highlight 3 popular causes of unhealthy vehicles, which are inadequate funds for prompt periodic vehicle maintenance amidst other daily financial commitments, poor auto services by dishonest and incompetent auto technicians, inadequate monitoring time to ensure quality assurance on auto services. An average vehicle owner in Africa, especially in Nigeria, faces the financial pressure of car repairs and maintenance amidst other daily financial commitments, which leads to a lack of time to monitor auto service progress and keep an eye on these local roadside auto technicians, some of which have exhibited traits of dishonesty in communicating exact auto parts, pricing, and quality. Now, this is where FlickWheel fits in perfectly. We have built a solution with access to a pool of credible vetted auto technicians, access to real-time auto repair updates, and generally helps vehicle owners efficiently stay one step ahead of all vehicle defects. The FlickWheel app provides a well-rounded 360 automobile suite that cuts across great user experience and cutting-edge automobile and financial services, leveraging hardware and software implementations. These includes access to robust predictive and corrective maintenance data through our diagnosis car scanner called Flickazoid, access to auto repair credits for users experiencing inadequate funds for these repairs, access to premium 360 automobile services with real-time auto service updates in the comfort of their homes, offices, or in transit through a service tracker feature. And lastly, users can access a detailed vehicle history report. This includes theft records, sales record, accident record, basic car info, and so on. Now let's look at our market size. As of 2022, there are approximately 1.5 billion cars on the world's road. That's 17.7% of people who have a car. The automotive repair and maintenance service market size in 2021 was $685 million with a 5% estimated compound annual growth rate from 2022 to 2028, would see it potentially rise to the tune of $950 billion, which makes up our total addressable market. And with an average yearly cost of vehicle maintenance across South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya being $490, our sizable addressable market is $22 billion over 44 million registered vehicles in Africa. This makes our serviceable obtainable markets $50 million over 3 years on 12 million registered vehicles in Nigeria. The average yearly cost of vehicle maintenance in Nigeria is $650. Our top and current competitive advantages are auto repair credits. However, our features such as automated repair updates, predictive and corrective maintenance data, and the personalized diagnostics scanner in our auto suite further sets us apart from our direct and indirect competitors. Over the past 8 months, we have experienced significant traction in several aspects of the business. Some of these milestones include $2,000 average monthly recurring revenue in the last 6 months, 2,000 active users, 800 periodic active return users, 10 partnered vetted auto technicians and workshops, 5+ auto insurance companies looking to partner with us. We have a healthy number of satisfied customer testimonials to back up these milestones. These testimonials can be found on some of our social media platforms. We aim to grow our user base, increase brand awareness and equity through partnerships with necessary stakeholders, auto event sponsorship and other events, and public relations through traditional media and online media. Fleekwheel currently runs a B2C model since our MVP launched 13 months ago and generates revenue across 4 business verticals, such as 15% service charge on auto repair costs, subscription plans of Fleekazoid, which is the predictive and corrective maintenance data with 3 subscription level, auto repair credits with a 5% to 65% interest rate across a period of 1 to 12 months repayment tenure, and fees on the vehicle history report with a $13 cost for a comprehensive report. Our strategic partnerships with vetted auto technicians and workshops put us in the driving seat to be able to provide excellent automotive services to our users. By 2024, our B2B model would be activated to serve corporates and transport companies with fleets of vehicles. Our financials show a forecasted breakdown of revenue growth for the next 5 years. We have an A team of individuals that boast 35 years of industry experience across software development, product design, and auto mechanics. They have led high performance teams across Africa, Europe, and America. If you are looking for a team of hustlers with grit, guts, tenacity, and willpower to ensure success against adversity, then the A team of Fleekwheel is your team. In conclusion, invest in Fleekwheel today because we are a viable business and our growth is inevitable. Thank you.
My name is Frank Cohen. I'm the CEO and founder at Clever Mo. We're a company that helps Shopify merchants with paid advertising. Newchip is a wise investment because it will save you time that you'd otherwise be using to hunt down those investors. Instead, you'll be able to spend the time, that same amount of time, building your at most great product in the world and showing the world what it's all about.
We are reducing transportation costs and emissions by 80%. Hi, my name is Jan Pronen, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Continest North America. At Continest, we design and manufacture sustainable, temporary, container-based infrastructure. The reality is that the temporary infrastructure industry is in a state of crisis. The skyrocketing delivery costs affect multiple industries that are relying on the container-based solutions in their day-to-day operations. And these industries are anything from concerts and festivals to sporting events Mining, education, industrials, oil, gas, healthcare, defense, a myriad of industries are relying on the container-based solutions on a day-to-day basis. But few figures to consider. It costs roughly from $700 to $1,000 to lease a container, but it costs roughly $1,500, almost double, to deliver and install it. On top of which, trucks which are being used to deliver these containers are #1 polluters on the road. And now, presenting a multi-purpose foldable unit from Continest. It can be erected in under 5 minutes, and all you need is 2 people and 1 forklift to do so. There are 2 major configurations, 10-foot and a 20-foot unit. In this instance, we're looking at a 10-foot unit that can be equipped as a office space. All units come with removable wall panels, which allows for infinitely large structures to be built. And this is not limited, of course, to 2. You can build 50 units in a row out of these. It can be used as a cash desk, as a variety of lodging applications. Some units come with built-in bunks in the floor of the units. You can use this as coolable storage. The units can be put near a bathroom unit with a seamless transition from one to another. As you can see, the units are clean and modern inside. In this instance, we're looking at a 3 20-foot jointed units, and all of the units come with equipped electricity and insulated walls. In this example, we're looking at a 20-foot unit being erected with only 1 forklift operator and a 1 person guiding the construction to be set in its place. We have a variety of military applications, and some of the units are equipped with the solar panels on the roof, which allows for a self-sustaining operation without the need for to be connected to the grid. We're looking at our largest project today. It's the village at the World Skiing Championship in Sweden. And from this infographic, you can see that we are truly the only company in the world that can accommodate this large amount of people in such short amount of time. We can place 2,000 people in under 48 hours. Serviceable addressable market in North America is $6 billion, which is growing at 6.5% annually. And we believe that serviceable obtainable market is roughly $200 million, which we plan to achieve in the time horizon of 3 years. We have 3 distinct business models which we will deploy sequentially. The first one is a direct sale to the intermediary company, which will resell this to the end user. And gradually we want to be in the leasing business ourselves because we can command a much higher gross margin doing that. We are enjoying a very heavy traction in Europe, where we have more than 1,000 units sold, and our last year's revenue was about 10 million euros. And among early adopters, we have such notable clients such as World Health Organization, NATO, for whom we built barracks for the Lithuanian army, mobile shooting range for the Hungarian army, also Formula E in Monaco and in London, FINA, World Skiing Championship, Lollapalooza, for whom we provided temporary infrastructure. And in North America, where we are funding a separate entity from European, we're using the same technology, but it's a separate entity. We have already made sales of $300,000, and there are 2 clients, one in New York, another in California. We are pursuing more than $10 million in RFQs, and in July 2022, we have won the first place in Select USA, which is North America's largest direct investment summit. We won the first place in their clean tech pitch competition. And we have also registered a patent in the United States in addition to other patents that we hold in other countries. The latest trend in the industry is for the container-based infrastructure to have removable walls, so-called modularity. And some of our competitors are doing this. However, not all modularity is created equal. So for example, for our competitor, it will take one heavy crane. For us, it's just one forklift. If they will take 4 people, it takes 2 people for us, and it will take them up to 6 hours, and we can erect this in under 5 minutes. And we are the only company that solves 2 pain points: modularity and reducing the transportation costs by 80%. Let's take a look at the following case study. When WillScot had to build a compound out of 30 containers for Loyola University, it took them 9 weeks to do so. When we built a compound out of 122 containers for the skiing championship in Sweden, it took us only 1 week. So it demonstrates that we are significantly faster and also significantly more cost effective than our competitor. Our team is truly international. Myself, born in Ukraine and have been working for last 20 years for various Fortune 500 and other large companies, spanning from entertainment to logistics. Vidor, who is my childhood friend and who is the original founder of the European entity and the co-founder of the American entity. Then we have Rob, who is the head of the technology, and he is the founder of the patent. And we also have Al Smith, who is director of strategy, and he has more than 20 years of experience in startups and government service. He was a publicly elected official at the state of Hawaii, and he has dealt with homeless crisis there. And also he was a founder of the startup working directly with Mark Cuban on the homeless crisis in Houston. With this, I want to thank you for your time. Just few takeaways from our presentation is that we are set to disrupt a $6 billion North American market. We are addressing the main pain point of the end user, which is the delivery costs, by reducing it by 80%, and we are reducing the carbon emissions by 80% as well. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Gary Plasmeyer. I'm the founder and CEO of Mama Beth's Bakery. We have currently raised $410,000. You're going to build a deep, solid network of people who can plug you in, not only to investors, also to industry veterans that are in your field or your vertical. Newchip stood out above and beyond the other ones that we were betting. Newchip was instrumental in getting us in front of a couple very prominent investment groups. Since we joined Newchip, our goal for 2021 was to be in 25 grocery stores. We're in 312. Our goal was to be selling on QVC. We're selling on QVC. We're up 356% over last year, and we just automated everything in a 3,000 square foot space. You probably couldn't be in a better spot if you choose to go with Newchip.
Hello everyone, I'm the founder and CEO of ABAC, a place where we believe that everything should be optimized until it's simple. Based on this belief, we've been manufacturing intuitive business process automation software for customers in various industries for the past 7 years. In our quest to simplify business process using software, we found that a lot of our customers manage to entrap themselves within the confinement of their own digital system. They do this by piling up enterprise tier software that is not interoperable and definitely not extensible, resulting in a software system that does not evolve in unison with their needs. And the result? Well, frustration for not being able to easily interact with their own process workflows. And so we thought, how can we simplify this experience for our customer? If you think about it, as humans, we use apps installed on our mobile phones to simplify our lives and extend our abilities while being interconnected with the digital world. We have full control over the apps we choose to use for configuring our digital experience. In that mental process, we've envisioned a product that grants people access to an app store for business applications that are all interconnected. This means that our customers can subscribe to apps that suit their specific business needs for tailoring their digital experience. As businesses also require ultra-specific applications, we will be providing software development companies with a new favorite place for finding leads. And the best part about everything is that everything is interconnected, just like we are. We aim to set a new standard of how SMEs interact with software for business process automation.
But how do we fit into the business process automation scheme of things? Our product is destined to work as a B2B marketplace for software apps. As such, it relies on the interaction of two types of personas. The consumer or SME business owners that use our product to gain access to the App Store, and the providers or developers and software companies that will populate the App Store with interconnectable apps. Our goal is thus to ensure safe passage to consumers to our marketplace so that they can subscribe to business functionality and submit standardized app requests that will be outsourced to providers for bidding and implementation. The best part about this is that consumers that build custom apps using our platform can choose to make them available to everyone else, and as such, they become providers themselves. We plan to charge a software as a service recurring subscription from consumers and a percentage-based platform fee from providers. Just like most of the marketplaces out there, our solution will thus bring value on two markets.
Speaking of markets, the global pandemic has accelerated both the adoption of business workflow automation software and the apparition of freelancers. The market that we are targeting for the consumers is made of SME business owners that use software for automating their workflows. This puts our consumer at the intersection of the ERP and workflow automation market. These markets show extremely promising forecasts by 2030. Our goal is to snatch around 1 billion in revenue out of this joint market. This represents a 2.33% sum out of the serviceable market formed by operating in Romania and the US. But competition is fierce here. At first, we will be competing with a lot of ERP software providers. This shouldn't be that challenging as they cannot evolve fast enough. But the real trick is to steal customers from the big and established players that are currently operating on the enterprise end of the market. And the way we can do that is if we leverage the power of providers.
The custom software development services market is huge already and is not going away anytime soon. With Abac Software, we're already operating on this market and know for a fact that it's pretty competitive when it comes to finding leads. This is because there are more than a lot of SME software development companies that can provide development services for a fraction of the price. We can get a lot of providers interested in our platform in the initial phases by partnering up with an aggregator. Having providers looking for leads, all they need is proper moderation, and that's what we're providing with our product. We've architected our product so that it will allow providers to create modular applications that live in the cloud and that need to follow a specific guideline for becoming interoperable with everything else. Thus, our efforts would be concentrated on extracting customer requirements, crafting specs, connecting consumers and providers, and then moderating the quality of yield for the apps created by the providers, just like any other app store out there. Consumers get what they want, providers get what they're looking for, and we get the cut out of it. Simple.
And now for the fun part, the execution part. As a company that has been servicing customers in the B2B sector for the past 6 years, we can say that we have experience in building enterprise tier software and in understanding our customers' needs. What we don't have at the moment is an exact market sizing, but we have a detailed plan to get it by testing the waters, getting to MVP status, and then sticking to the sales plan. First things first, we intend to test the waters in Romania and in the US using marketing strategies. This will allow us to capture customer interest, perform customer interviews, and warm up customers for when our project reaches beta. Secondly, we intend to stick to a detailed development plan that will make use of our currently available software modules and collected feedback in order to get our concept to enterprise B2B grade maturity. Once we get here, it's all sales ahead. Our sales forecasts predict that we'll reach around 1 billion in revenues by 2030 by charging around 15 euros a month subscription fees for each software module that we ourselves have developed, plus a 15% commission off of the modules that have been provided by the providers.
But who wants to wait that long? While we are executing, our CEO will be busy seeking for more investment opportunities so we can scale.
What we have is a team, a software service company, and some pieces of software that need to be stitched together. Practically, we are a software services company that wants to transition towards being a product company. We've been working in synergy for a while now, so we know how to execute as a software development company in recruiting talent, finding B2B customers, forming teams, and managing software development projects to fruition. Also, as a software company, we have a few software modules that we can reuse as part of our product. Although these modules still need some work when it comes to B2B readiness, the core functionality is there. We are talking about modules for software specification generation, user management, role and permission management, e-commerce, subscription management, user profile, and financial planning. All we have to do is to buy ourselves enough time so that we can stick to the plan and grow.
Impossible? Well, not if done correctly. Different? Yes, in very specific ways. Audacious? Definitely, as it tries to reshape the whole software development industry. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dragos and this is ABAC.
Hello everyone, I'm here today to present you no-code robotics company, Rearm. Hope you enjoy it, and let me start with a basic question. So, did you know that technology in the industry is like 50 years old and that there is more than 80% of small manufacturing businesses which are not automated at all? Well, in case you didn't, neither did I, until 2019. Back in 2019, we were approached by a machine manufacturing company, and they needed a program for the new robot. So we accepted this deal, we had expertise in it, and soon after the audit, we realized that there was so many problems that they encountered, for which there was no viable solution on the market. Soon after that, we realized that there was majority of small manufacturing businesses which are not automated at all, and they share the exact same barriers. They have this huge automation potential, but they're unable to adapt to it because industry automation is highly complex process. It requires high running costs, high implementation costs. You need someone who will maintain it, a lot of skilled robotic workers. And even if you did have all of these, you probably wouldn't know where to start. So while working with them for the past 3 years, we created an easy-to-use platform with a machinery marketplace, which enables everyone to buy, program, and operate any kind of industrial device, any kind of hardware, without no programming skills. So what does this mean? The user can now simply automate a small production line by buying the equipment he needs, by creating program, just by clicking on their screen, drag and dropping actions, train these robots new things like recognizing objects specific to their use case, and it can all be deployed in terms of hours, not months, for the 10% of the cost of regular industry automation. The market opportunity for solving these challenges is very rewarding, with $110 billion market for MSMEs who are eligible for automation, meaning they have repetitive tasks that are easy to automate. And with $4 billion in serviceable market for companies in US, Europe, and Asia region, they have revenue more than $250,000 a year. And with $80 million of obtainable market for which we solve their intrinsic needs. We are planning to start by building upon feedback in 2023 by capturing smaller markets like STEM education, smart gardens, and packaging. We are planning to capture much bigger markets in 2024 like warehouses, CNC machines, food processing, which have strong market growth. We have 3 major competitors in the field, but they are focusing on different market needs and solving different problems. So they are either not easy to use or they are aiming on big enterprises. What we found out is that small manufacturing businesses have much bigger potential for transformation and that none of our competitors is solving their intrinsic needs like easy to use, flexibility, hardware independence, or hitting the pricing model. Why now is the perfect timing for this product? Well, pandemic, global recessions, these are triggers for key economy processes like food industries, supply chain, green industries, so on. And companies, especially small ones, need this flexibility to pivot, to reuse old hardware, and to do it fast and cheap. This correlates completely with the number of licenses requests that we are getting and the number of SME-friendly robotics in our marketplace. And that's probably the best part for us, getting that number of licenses requests without focusing on marketing and sales as much as we would like to. Currently, we have 2 partners, one from Asia, one from Europe, which are using our program and providing us with feedback. And they have more than 200 pre-orders in total, which projects to 180 annual recurring revenue. And this project also raised $150,000 from EU non-refundable funds. We have 2 business streams. One is situational and one is subscription. The subscription is divided into 3 pricing tiers. One for developers, one for education, and one for enterprises, starting from $3,000 a year. We also have situational revenue, where we take fees from marketplace installation, and AI working minutes. Our go-to-market strategy is working closely with machine manufacturers and educational institutions. And this is like a self-pushing strategy which enables us to grow based upon their feedback and grow large customer base. And then after raising an investment, we are planning to grow our funnel directly to MSMEs and developers. I'm Anna. I'm CEO of Rearm. I have 2 degrees in computer science. My co-founder has a degree in computer science and MBA, and we've been running consultancy work for the past 2 years with 400% growth in revenue and with a team of 10 amazing people. Team of innovators, problem solvers, trend adopters, and people who are setting new ideas on the market. This helped us to reinvest into product development and stay bootstrapped. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask.
Hi, I'm Shelly Heaven. I am CEO and founder for FarmLinker. FarmLinker is a multi-vendor fresh produce platform that works with farmers to help them to find a market for their produce across various channels, that's online, local sales, and exports. We are currently raising $1 million in our pre-seed round. The Newchip program was very extensive and comprehensive. It really focused a lot on getting ready with our pitch in every format we could think of. The elevator pitch for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, summary pitch deck, and expanded deck. So really just being very well prepared and smooth. So to be able to talk to VCs about our company and why they should invest. Newchip will get you ready for investors, get a company investor ready, and prepare you in all the different ways that you need to be able to have a confident conversation with investors about why they should invest in your company.
I'm Ellie Rustling, CEO and co-founder of Micro Era Power. We have raised $600,000 and we're in the midst of our seed round. Going through the Newchip Accelerator program, I felt much better empowered and capable of actually vetting the investors that were a good fit for our company. Newchip really presents a whole package. One thing I really appreciated about Newchip was its awareness that funding is a really important milestone, not for product development, not for customer relationships, but just to have that jet fuel in the engine. As a founder, you should join the Newchip Accelerator program because it is all about taking care of business and getting it done.
Hi, I'm Lynette, one of the co-founders of Natural Machines.
We're helping companies personalize wellness products with a specific focus on food, pharmaceuticals, and skincare. Our B2B2C 3D printing solutions make products at the point of consumption and can be personalized for each individual. So our customers achieve a quick ROI through automation and value-added offerings to their consumers. What we're doing is we're taking a factory, which is large, centralized, pre-making mass market products, and we're bringing that to the countertop so products can be localized, can be made on demand, and can be personalized for the individual. With this, we are furthering the advancement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically number 12, responsible consumption and production. So why are we doing this? Personalization in wellness is expensive. In pharmacies, manual personalization of drugs is ineffective considering demand and lacks quality control. Food for people with swallowing complications, like with Parkinson's, require skill and lengthy periods of time to make and prepare dishes that look great and people want to eat. Homogeneous mixtures in skincare, such as face masks and eye patches, treat all areas of the face the same. Our solution is one 3D printing platform with 3 umbrella brands, all under wellness. Personalization becomes very cost-effective. Our solutions make personalized products at the same cost as a mass market product, but add so much more value. Our pharmaceutical solution is called Curify. We partner and go to market with Curify Labs. Our solutions facilitate hospitals and pharmacies to make personalized pharmaceutical medicines tailored to the individual patient. With this, there is a 50% increase in margins using our solutions. We have several fully paid POCs actively deployed in several European countries, showing that there is indeed demand for this type of solution. Our skincare solution is called Yuhada. We empower beauty brands to make personalized skincare face masks and eye patches optimized with products individually placed where the skin needs them. We know from first-person research that end consumers value a personalized mask made for them and their specific skin needs versus off-the-shelf sheet masks where all the masks consist of the same product. We have several customers that are on board for initial rollouts with POCs in Japan, Shanghai, and New York. Foodini is our solution for food. Simplifying the process for hospitals and care centers to pleasantly shape food while ensuring safe textures for people with dysphagia, a condition that poses a risk of death while eating. Using food molds or manually shaping food is double the cost versus our solution. And again, we have fully paid POCs with hospitals and global food service providers. The global market is huge with a $70 billion TAM. Even though personalized drugs is the largest market, it's also the most competitive. Mass and dysphagia solutions allow us to be an early market leader and bring in significant amounts of revenue. By 2026, we believe a $60 million sum can be achieved, with a focus on Asia, Europe, and North America. There are many 3D printers on the market. In pharmaceuticals, the printers are very complex and expensive, and their printing system is not suitable for a large amount of drugs. In skincare, both of these brands are experimenting with a similar facial mask concept in a conceptual stage, not rolled out yet. However, their in-house solution is limited to their 2 brands only. And in food, neither one of them has a focus on dysphagia. They also print a limited number of ingredients. So why us? We have intellectual property. Our system is simple to use. We have a distinct time advantage. It's an established ecosystem that will take others 2 to 5 years to replicate. We have a production line in place with our manufacturing partner Foxconn. We meet regulatory compliance with our go-to-market partners' adherence and our device certifications. Our system is input agnostic and not tied to specific products or ingredients, so our target markets are much more vast than any of our competitors. The majority of our revenue comes from our subscription service that we call the Advantage Program. It's a low-risk and sustainable offering to trial and adopt our solutions. We also make recurring revenue from IoT data services and pre-filled capsule options that are made with our partners. Our pricing and margins remain the same irrespective of the vertical. Our subscription monthly rates vary between $180 and $600. The longer a customer commits, the cheaper the per month price. It takes us between 3 and 6 months to recover manufacturing costs. Our gross margins are between 75 and 80%. We have a low customer acquisition cost and low churn due to our go-to-market with partners. And our lifetime value per device is $12,000. We sell to and receive payments from our partners. For example, in pharma, we sell to Curify Labs, our partner. They in turn package our solution into theirs and sell to pharmacies and hospitals. We are a B2B2C model. We do not sell directly to consumers. We have real sales around the world with a strong focus in Asia Pacific, Europe, and North America. Our go-to-market strategy for high-volume sales is via our partners. For example, Curify sells the personalized pharmaceutical drug solution into hospitals and pharmacies. Our solutions are packaged into theirs. We do sell direct for lower volume quantities, and we have customer support in key strategic markets that require having a direct local presence. Our projections are based on bottom-up projections with customers currently running fully paid POCs. P&L break-even was achieved in 2021, and these rollouts are forecasted over the next few years. For our exit strategy, we foresee an M&A with one of our partners or appliance makers, or an IPO. We have a very strong senior leadership team at Natural Machines. Each person on our senior leadership team has over 30 years of experience, ranging from Fortune 500 companies to startups. We have proven experience in global markets and technology innovation. That's our short overview of Natural Machines. Please reach out to us to learn more. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending this event. It's an honor for us to present you Blacknova and our design keypad collections. Blacknova is an Italian company that purely focuses on developing premium smart design keypads. Our sophisticated Italian design and innovative technology are seamlessly blended to deliver an exquisite and enchanted object, intuitive and beautiful. Our living and working spaces are becoming more and more multidimensional, articulated and complex to control. Yet, light, sound, temperature, and other aspects of the living space environment can and should be managed from a single and intuitive point of control. Current market solutions lack of aesthetic design, premium materials, customization capabilities, and most of all, interoperability across the main building automation protocols and brands. Blacknova Smart Design Keypad Collection offered the perfect solution for a single point of control, simple, intuitive, and beautiful. Blacknova is technology agnostic, able to integrate all leading global protocol control platforms seamlessly into our solution. Our wide range of luxury materials, including crystal, metal, marble, allow for an extraordinary flexibility, bold design, and bespoke solutions. All these allow Blacknova to effectively penetrate in all market verticals, and therefore having the widest possible addressable market. The global building automation market is growing at an unprecedented pace. From 60 billion in 2021 is expected to more than double to 120 billion by 2025. The main growth drivers are the demand for design, innovative features, and energy efficiency. Blacknova is uniquely positioned and intends to become the global reference brand for design and luxury keypads. The market traction so far has been phenomenal. We closed the 2022 sales topping $3 million, almost doubling from the previous year. We reached a global presence and we are active in more than 150 countries. We signed 10 main distributors today, over 250 dealers, and we secured more than 100 projects, specifically in the hospitality sector. Our current pipeline is in excess of $9 million. We have signed a global distribution agreement with the multi-billion dollar market player, and we are about to sign a similar global distribution agreement with one of the market leaders. We expect to sign this agreement within Q2 this year. Blacknova offer portfolio is the widest and more compelling in the market. We offer all possible ways to interact with the button: touch, soft push, traditional push. In addition, we have a complete set of form factors: single, double, triple keypads, horizontal, verticals, and many mounting options: float, flat, flushed, and framed. Also, our innovative technological features are unmatched in the market. If we look at the competitive landscape, Blacknova is leading in all relevant categories, from technology to software, integrations, GUI, and overall user experience. Our business model is innovative, disruptive, and unique. Our premium design connotation, together with our technology agnosticity, allow Blacknova to attack the market from all possible directions simultaneously: top-down, bottom-up, side, and direct. In addition, Blacknova is developing a new wireless offer that will allow for a direct B2C model. This will allow Blacknova to address a much wider market with a huge scaling up opportunity. Looking at our financial result and projections, we have achieved $3 million in sales in 2022, almost doubling from the previous year. Our order portfolio is in excess of $1 million, and our pipeline tops $9 million. In 2022, our margins have been affected by the supply chain disruption and component price rocketing up. Our margin has been eroded to approximately 15%. We expect our margin to stabilize at our standard level of 70% going forward. In addition, we don't have any significant leverage in place. Our total bank debt is 150,000 euros. Few words on current shareholders and top management. Alberto Mornico is an extremely talented designer and engineer with 20 years of experience in driving innovation and growth in large corporations and startups. Alberto's focus is to incorporate the latest technology like AI and machine learning into all our product portfolio, drive the scalability of Blacknova with a high-quality supply chain and production network. I have 24 years of business experience spanning from investment banking, real estate investment and development, and advisory services. I'm a very passionate business developer, and I'm totally determined to establish Blacknova as a global market leader for premium design keypads. Our team has 25 professionals, divided into 6 teams headed by 4 VPs. Our core strength is our R&D team, composed by 13 members that have been able to develop all our amazing design collection and all the integration with the main control systems. Thank you for your kind attention. It has been a pleasure and a privilege presenting you with Blacknova and our smart design keypad collection.
My name is Jorge Hinojosa. I'm co-founder and CEO of Liptus Medical, and we have raised 750K. We give seniors access to geriatric treatments at home through a membership model that combines telemedicine with in-person care. We just launched a B2B2C channel distributing our memberships through insurance companies and pharmacy chains. And we just raised 500K, and Newchip was definitely instrumental to do so. In raising capital, we were in a slump, and Newchip helped us upgrade our pitches, and they put us in front of investors, so that was really, really helpful for us. I would say we were a lot more confident. Number one, because it helped us validate our model, but also because we were more successful raising capital. If you want to validate your model, if you want to upgrade your pitch, your deck, you want to be in front of investors, and if you want to have access to awesome perks like a $20,000 credit from Stripe, you should definitely join the Newchip program.
When I think about robotics or technology or innovation in any way, it's all about the intention for me. There are more simpler robots that we can create, that we can put in people's homes, that will dramatically increase and impact the quality of their lives. I went around, I asked doctors, patients, I visited the elderly living facilities. What is it that we can put out there that will impact a lot of people and everybody will be happy? And it didn't happen until during the pandemic when I was interviewing a spinal cord injury patient who became my friend. He said, hey, if you do something that assists people in picking things up and eliminate the risk of falls from bending over and reaching over, you will help a lot of people with various disabilities. Because I was going around and actually getting engaged with the community of people with disabilities to make certain decisions and to provide innovative solutions to assist them in becoming independent. You know, my purpose became very simple: to revolutionize independent living and accessibility. And when you make life accessible for one portion of the population, you're actually making life accessible for everyone, because everyone benefits. That's what we do at Markbotics. We revolutionize independent living and accessibility. Hello everyone, my name is Harut Markarian. I am the co-founder of Markbotics, and we develop assistive robotics to reimagine independent living and accessibility for our elderly and those living with disabilities. Most people don't know that 85% of people with disabilities acquire their disability later in life. So anyone at any given moment can be temporarily or permanently disabled. Additionally, about 70% of individuals have severe needs for long-term services and support within the aging population, and 80% over the age of 50 desire to stay in their homes as they age. Evidently, the need for caregivers will increase. Unfortunately, there's a national caregiver shortage and a turnover rate of 65%. People with mobility challenges are at risk of falls, and $50 billion is spent yearly on medical costs related to fall injuries, and $12 billion of those dollars is out-of-pocket expenses. For these reasons, Markbotics developed the Ground Robotic Assistant for Care Enablement, or GRACE, to assist individuals in performing various daily tasks safely and independently. GRACE will eliminate the risk of falls, improve accessibility, and reduce caregiver burnout. More importantly, GRACE will be equipped with multiple sensors to sense emergencies and alert the proper individuals. Through GRACE, caregivers and family members will have 24 hours real-time audio and video access to ensure the well-being of their patients or loved ones. In this way, GRACE will increase the patients' and caregivers' quality of life. We have 2 patents and are pursuing 2 other vital patents that will allow us to be a platform play. Our revenue model is transactional and subscription-based. Individuals can purchase the robot and have the option to subscribe to our mobile app for added features and functionalities. We will sell the robot through multiple channels, direct to consumer to further establish customer loyalty, to independent assisted living and skilled nursing facilities, through distribution partners and value-added resellers. We have 70 letters of intent from individual users waiting to purchase the product. In fact, more than half the people we talked to gave us an LOI. So our sign-up rate is over half. We have had conversations with 30 value-added resellers ready to make GRACE part of their offering upon its availability. And we are partnering with 3 nonprofit organizations to expand our distributions. The closest competitors are Moxie from Diligent Robotics, the Jacko from Kinova Robotics, and AO from Aeolus. Jacko is a wheelchair attachment, so its application is limited only to wheelchair users. GRACE is the only non-humanoid robot that follows universal design principles. It is also the only one addressing multiple disabilities that allows for real-time video and audio interaction. We are also providing an affordable solution compared to our competitors. More than 1 billion people around the world have need at least one assistive device. There are over 60 million individuals living in the United States needing at least one assistive device. Our serviceable obtainable market is $4 billion with a compounded annual growth rate of 5% till 2030. We have a highly accomplished team and experienced with decades of experience in successful startup building, advanced technologies, marketing, branding, and product launches. Tom is an 11-time patent recipient with over 20 years of experience in advanced engineering technologies, electromechanical product development, and market launch. Jeff is an award-winning serial entrepreneur. He has been a part of multiple well-known startups, including Priceline.com, Ubit.com, Booking.com, and more. He received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the National CEO Council for his contributions to the field of entrepreneurship, amongst many others. I'm a roboticist who received the Distinguished Engineering Project Award from California's Engineers Council after winning the Autonomous unmanned vehicle system international competition. I have 15 years of experience in the aerospace and defense industry, where I acquired multiple patents. We envision our MVP to be ready in 12 months, but because we are reducing our supply chain risks, we believe we can get that down to 8 months. The electromechanical design is fully completed in SolidWorks, so it's just a matter of transferring the CAD files to our contract manufacturers so they can produce the parts. We are in advanced discussions with our suppliers to acquire the necessary sensors promptly. The mobile app is over 60% developed, and we have full specs to take it to completion. After our launch, we will focus on incorporating voice command capabilities in the first part of 2024. Then we will move on to AI and machine learning incorporation so Grace can autonomously grasp items. And finally, Grace will be fully autonomous by 2026. Our exit strategy is to be acquired by companies such as Everyday Robots from Google, Johnson & Johnson, Amazon Robotics, Locus Robotics, and Zebra Technologies, all of which try to improve people's quality of life. In closing, I want to say that an accessible world is an inclusive world. So why have we left our most vulnerable behind for so many years? What is it worth to you to keep your loved ones in their homes longer? Don't they deserve to live in a more accessible environment? Because if you make life accessible for one portion of the population, everyone benefits. I hope you join our mission in making life accessible for all. Thank you so much. If you wish to get in touch with me, you can find my personal information at the bottom of the slide.
Hi, I'm Nihal Pradeep, and I'm the CEO of Dartle. We are a SaaS model subscription sports opportunity platform. Our vision is to improve the quality of living through sports and enable a viable career choice in sports. So right now, our focus is on helping sports academies and schools, scouts as well as players in talent nurturing and development. We are currently raising $1.3 million US. We offer significantly higher cost benefit in terms of the features on the platform and in terms of the additional packages for to academies to help them with their operations, help them save more time, as well as earn more revenue. Newchip was really fantastic in terms of helping us get more traction because their curriculum helped me realize a lot of things which I didn't know. And it gave me a lot of focus, so it helped me not only in customer acquisitions, but also having more meaningful effort in terms of both acquiring new customers, retaining the existing customers, as well as in terms of reaching out and creating our media presence. Because there are a lot of things that we were doing, which we got validation for, and this helped boost a lot of confidence. Not just me, but when I was communicating the same to my team members, it kind of gelled in and we were able to bring together that confidence and the motivation as a whole.
Hi everyone, my name is Mason. I'm one of the co-founders of Source, and we're making seaweed just as common as cotton when it's used for materials for clothing. And let's start off with clothing. Clothing is actually the second most polluting industry in the world. This is because the leathers and the fabrics used to make your clothing, 9 times out of 10 are made from an animal hide or plastic. But all brands in the world know this is a problem. In fact, 90% of the leading apparel brands today all have made public sustainable commitments by 2030. but they're still not meeting this unprecedented level of demand for sustainable materials. It's because 9 times out of 10, making fabrics out of plastic will outperform natural alternatives, which means brands will take these natural alternatives, try to integrate them into their supply chain, but most are cost prohibitive or don't have the necessary performance specs. So to meet those specs, they just take these natural alternatives and fill them with a bunch of plastic or toxic chemistries that we don't want in our body. This is not only unsustainable, but this leaves brands questioning how relevant they'll be in the long term. We're helping those brands stay as relevant as possible while helping them meet their impact goals. We take seaweed and we turn them into leathers and fabrics brands can use to solve this problem they have in their supply chain. And we chose seaweed because it removes CO2 20 times faster than trees and even grows much faster as well. We're talking weeks compared to years it takes a tree. And even after you cultivate it from the farm, it still continues to grow. But we didn't want to just make a sustainable solution. We wanted to make a high-performing solution. That's why we developed this innovative chemistry from the seaweed we call ceramic, seaweed plus ceramic. Our material, when made into leathers and fabrics, have properties you would never expect, such as fire resistance, solar reflectance, which means much cooler surfaces, almost 10 to 15 degree cooler in ambient sun conditions. And we get this vibrant white color that brands love, and we don't use any plastic, toxic chemistries, or anything that we don't want in the environment. And we have brands in the leather apparel and accessories market excited about what we're working on because they get this sourced from the sea narrative that they'd never gotten before, but they also get performance specs, right? So you can make bags and laptop cases that stay much cooler in the sun, which protects your devices from getting overheated. And once we scale that solution in the apparel and accessories market, we want to continue growing that same exact technology to the automotive and upholstery goods market. Furniture brands are excited about what we're working on because right now they're charged up to 20 to 30% more cost on their leather because they have to send it to third parties for coatings for fire resistance and UV resistance, which is required in commercial settings. Our leather is inherently resistant against those qualities such as fire and UV, which helps them reduce their logistics costs. And this value is very similar to the automotive industry, especially for electric vehicles that are struggling to find renewable solutions that still protect against fires. And we've developed a straightforward yet optimized process to do this. First, we work with a manufacturer that extracts the key biopolymer we need from the seaweed off the coast of Chile. We then take that and enhance that biopolymer through our proprietary and plastic-free mineral blending process, where we finally extrude that composition into leathers or fibers for brands to purchase. And we're focusing on 3 key market verticals in the $69 billion market of leather materials. That's workwear, outdoor accessories, and leather materials. This is because these 3 markets demand high-performing and good quality materials, but are struggling to meet their sustainability goals. We're that all-in-one solution that helps them meet both at the same time. Now, when a brand wants a leather, we send their product manufacturers panels at $75 per square meter. For a mid-sized brand with a 4,000 square foot MOQ, that would yield about $300,000 per month. At larger scales, we can then license the exact same liquid chemistry we use to make leathers to medium and large size brands that want to use that to make fibers. We charge those larger brands an 8% royalty fee on net sales of products using the fiber for a large scale brand, which yields around $133,000 a month. And in the last 2.5 years, we've made some large strides. We've received support from Family Office of Adidas and their lead sports and health tech accelerator, along with grants from the National Science Foundation. Using these resources has helped us mature our product to a point that has attracted over 20 brands excited to use our material. We seek to finalize partnerships with about 5 of them to work with over the next 8 months. These range from motorsports brands like Andretti, Alpine Stars, and luxury fashion houses like Nicholas Kirkwood. We're also finalizing material transfer agreements with the innovation teams within Puma and Ralph Lauren, who are excited about our material for motorsports and baby apparel. And most importantly, we're finalizing the details of a potential partnership with Toyoshima, a $2 billion textile trading company in Japan, interested in co-developing the fiber to distribute it to their over 800 brands in the next few years. In that, we've selected our first paid brand partner, Nicholas Kirkwood, who is starting a new shoe line where we will be the exclusive material collaborator. This will provide an upfront material usage fee, co-branding opportunities throughout its distribution, and most importantly, acts as a vehicle to quickly iterate our material in the hands of a designer, which is expected to launch his store early next year. Now, this year, our output will be about 1,000 meters per month, which will allow us to focus on small pilots and limited collections with 5 to 6 exclusive brands. We then plan to transition into 2024 servicing those brands by ramping up production. This ramp up will boost our throughput to 3,000 square meters per month, which yields about $3.5 million in revenue. 2025 to 2026, we will be transitioning from a sheet manufacturing process to a rotor-roll process, which allows us to work with brands with much larger volumes. This increase in production capacity will boost revenues over those next 2 years 3 to 4x. To enter into those strong revenues we expect next year, we seek to accomplish 3 key milestones in the next 12 to 15 months. The first is to add more patents to our existing IP portfolio based on the data we receive with those pilot studies. Next would be achieving all the testing standards and third-party verifications that show our material can compete in quality with existing solutions. And lastly, build out the first pilot manufacturing line here in Orlando to begin servicing these brands early next year. And this is all possible with our amazing team we've assembled. My co-founder and I previously launched a manufacturing startup and work in academia developing novel solutions for renewable energy in space. Matthew is an actuary by trade who manages all of our cash flow and develops models for material quality control, while Patrick has previous startup sales experience and manages our customer relations. Nicholas Kirkwood himself, he came on as a strategic investor and advisor and previously sold his company to LVMH, and he also helps us make products designers and brands would love. And lastly, Dr. Mary Lundahl, who is a highly cited researcher in the space of biomaterials, joined as our technical advisor. And we're excited for everyone to join on this journey, so please help us and support us by helping us solve this problem at the source. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amy Gray. I'm the founder and CEO of RecoverWell. RecoverWell automates the process of helping patients who are in hospitals get into addiction and mental health treatment for long-term recovery. We just opened a seed raise for $3.5 million. I had done a pre-seed raise and raised $1 million on my idea so that we could launch our MVP. But I had really exhausted all of my friends and family network and had really tapped into every contact that I had. We just entered the IR program, and within about a week and a half, we got a safe investment of $50,000. It's been amazing, not only at making introductions, but also helping me navigate the introductions and how to keep the relationships built and going. Newchip gives a good overview of all the different areas where you need to become an expert really, really fast. I feel more confident and ready to tackle these meetings and talk about this product in a way that's not like, oh, give me money, please, I really need help. I'm going in with the feeling of, I have a great opportunity to offer you to be part of something really big. You know, at first I was a little bit like, oh, our company is really struggling for cash and will this be worth it? It was worth it. It's been really worth it because of the structure, because of all of the education that I'm getting on top of the introductions. I would recommend it to anybody.
Hi, I'm Rob Quigley, co-founder and CEO of New Ascent. We're a hybrid aerospace edtech startup, reimagining space for the next generation. Our first offering, Mission Subspace, is a unique and engaging STEM learning experience for upper elementary through high school classrooms, built around the launch of tiny little satellites like this one called ChipSats. We are providing a wholly unique experience for students that they would never get otherwise, that gives them some insight into what actually happens in the aerospace industry and makes them feel like they're really part of the mission. New Ascent is the result of my desire to bring new and exciting technology to the space industry, share my passion for space, and open up avenues for everyone to connect more directly with what's happening in the space industry and feel like they're part of this vast and exciting frontier. At the company level, we saw a significant maturation of our mission and strategy around how we were going to develop and bring our first STEM education experience to the market. And on the personal side, I walked away from the program feeling even more motivated, having gotten a huge boost of confidence that what we're doing at New Ascent is unique and valuable. For founders at the pre-revenue or pre-seed level, I'd say if you're at the point where you've got the framework for your startup ready to go and you want to give it a real shot in the arm, Newchip will do just that on multiple fronts and not just fundraising. At the point when I joined Newchip in 2021, it was just me and my co-founder James with a concept for what Mission Subspace could become. Our biggest challenge at that point was building a team that could execute on our vision. So the program helped us accelerate those efforts. If you know any teachers or students who you think would love to bring Mission Subspace into their schools, please reach out. I'll be answering the phones.